Ogechukwu kama. Well, Chukwu gazete. Ogechukwu ma. Ogechukwu kama. Ogechukwu kelele kelunu. Ogechukwu kama. Ogechukwu kaina yono. Ogechukwu kama. Ogechukwu kaina yona nyasi. Ogechukwu kama. There is no magic to progress and success in life. Life gives back what you give to. It takes a man who believes in himself to create wealth. So keep working and never lose hope in what you believe in. Ayakata. Life is not easy. Make you take and judge. I want to use this special opportunity to recognize great THEM.FUND. I can't also forget Jen Okama Dalo Saw. Come to take one on the ground. Airborne. The fact government in homeland. A special recognition to every Biafran who have been supporting the one. May Elohim continue to flourish endeavors. The Prime Minister, Ogechukwu keresi mukele yokoma. Ogechukwu kama. Ogechukwu kaina yono. Ogechukwu onya mana gidi gidi bakulo wunu. Ogechukwu kama. Welu Ogechukwu kama. Ogechukwu kama. Mama biko yoboni. Ogechukwu kama. Ogechena yono. Ogechukwu kama. Ogechukwu kanyina yona nyasi. Ogechukwu kama. Ayiga kolole garole nu. Uwi bole. Cheta banandu bafua. 1 + 1 is 2. 2 + 2 is 4. Onye puru chi yuzo kwano. Don't give up. One day it's so close. It's so close. Ogechukwu kama. No. Ogechukwu kama. Believe in your dreams, brother. Ogechukwu kama. Never you say no. Ogechukwu kama. Ogechukwu kama. Never you down your faith, no. is humbly campaigning for global Biafran financial support for the purpose of pension, Biafran Defense Forces, and redeclaration-related activities. I appreciate all Biafrans who have been supporting our liberation. I also urge everyone to massively support more than ever, especially in these critical times. Oh, my fellow lovely great Biafran, let's come together and support our Prime Minister, Master Simon Ekpa, who is currently working tirelessly to hand over our freedom to us this year, 2024. Freedom is coming, yeah. Yo. Masi Okechukunke. Salute every Biafran, especially. Yeah. Okechukukama. No. Okechukukama. Onyamana gidi bakulo unu. Okechukukama. Welu didi chukukaze bele. Okechukama. Okechukukama. Okechukukere negelunu. Okechukukama. Okechukukaina yono. Okechukukama. Okechukukanya yono. There is no magic to progress as in life. Life gives back what you give to it. It takes a man who believes in himself to great wealth. So hard and never lose hope in what you believe in. Ayakata. Life is not easy. Sigh. Make it take and judge. I want to use this special opportunity. Recognize great Dim Odumegbojuku. I can't also forget General Philip F. Young. Okama Daloso. Men on the ground. Omau Kubigwe. Anye Fuakolonu. Airborne. De facto government in homeland. Especially to every Biafran who have been supporting from day one. May Elohim continue to flourish in your device. Mazigano, Ohamadike, one of Biafra, the Prime Minister, Obatobier, Okechukukere, Simukelekio, Mukoma, Okechukukama, Okechukukena, no, Okechukukama, Onyamana Gidi Bakulo, Okechukukama, Welu Didi Chukukaze Bele, Okechukukama, Okechukukama, Mama Biko your bones, Okechukukana, Yono, Okechukukana, Yona, Okechukukama. Ayole, Aiga Kolole, Garole, we wole, Chetakwana Lubo4. 1 + 1 is 2, 2 + 2 is 4, Onye puru to you, don't give up when it's so close. It's so close. Okechukukama. Never you give up, no. Okechukukama. Believe in your dream. Okay, you book a man. Never you down your head, no. Okay, you book a man. Keep your head up, keep on fighting. Okay, you book a man. Oh yeah, bala, okay, you book a man. A big shout out to Mazio Gechubuke. I salute you, my dear Mazio Simoni Bar. Life is sweet when you're patient. The greatest shout out goes to the media team, great talents. They won.
I did not jump in. I did not jump in. Did not jump in. They came to my house just to kill me. Did not jump in. And the Igbo man did not jump in. Your whole Nigerian army just to see me there. Said a defendant did not jump in. Defendant did not jump in. My witnesses in court to testify. In Abuja. Oh, your uncle ruling my lord. He did not jump in. Igbo man does not run. Igbo man does not jump your bail. Your own God, man, said that he did not jump bail. My lord, my lord, my lord. I don't know why my case should be contrary to the Constitution of Nigeria, Constitution of United Nations. My lord, I am dead already. The only thing that can bring me back is Biafra. This life is meaningless without freedom, freedom. Biafra. African man. Oh, rise up Nigeria, divide peacefully. Referendum. Let them go. Referendum. Now is African man, freedom, oh, Nigeria, your own call, my lord, your own call, my lord, I did not jump bail. Igbo man does not run, real man no jump bail. Why thou prosecute me, my lord, why persecute an innocent man, my lord, there is God, oh. jumping. Yes, there is God.
Good morning, Biafrans. Good morning, ụtụtụ ọma, ụmụ Chineke. Ụtụtụ ọma, wonderful people, lovers of freedom, anywhere that you are watching, anywhere that you are listening from. Good morning from here. Welcome to the questionnaire. Good morning, wisdom. Good morning from here. Everest Meadow, 3264. Ụtụtụ ọma from here. Welcome. As I welcome you, please welcome others. Irene Epikie. Good morning from here, Irene Epikie. Good morning. Thank you for joining me, Biafrans, lovers of freedom all over the world. I salute every one of you. Please, if you join us, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do so right now. Do so and subscribe so that anytime we are live, you are going to get a notification. Our brother from the another mother, Aderin Lekan, good from here. Welcome to this morning show on this very day, the 23rd day of November 2025. We will continue to do the needful. We will continue to preach Biafra. We will continue to stand for what is right. We will continue to defend men and our children. We will continue to protect our territory. We will continue to delegitimize the terrorists in our land. We will continue to furnish the world with evidences of atrocities of the Nigerian state against Christians, against Biafrans. That is the job that we have at this time to do. And that job is yielding positive result. I guess there is no one throughout the time that Donald Trump has spoken, only very few people, and those people who are speaking for Nigeria are all in Nigerian government, enjoying the money that is coming from the oil that we have in our land. These are the only people that try to defend Nigeria. I haven't seen in a space, either in Facebook, in TikTok, in WhatsApp, in Instagram, in X, anywhere I haven't seen where somebody is wholeheartedly or individuals are wholeheartedly defending Nigeria. No. The pockets of defense we are getting is from those who are benefiting from the Nigerian government, kidnappings, terrorism, Islamization, intimidation, harassment that is happening on a daily basis in that evil contraption. These are the people who are speaking because they want to protect their investment. They want to change the narrative, try to create a false narrative against what is known by everybody. There is Christian genocide, there is Biafran genocide, the indigenous people are killed, communities are ravaged, women are raped, children are kidnapped. Everywhere in Nigeria, done jaga jaga. And this is what Mazin Nnamdi Kanu said long time ago. A lot of people did not take him serious, but we understand who he is. He's the prophet of Chukwu Okike Abiyama. He is a prophet that was sent to come and redeem mankind. He is a prophet that was sent to come and free the people of Biafra out of bondage. He is the prophet of God that was sent to come and free Nigerians as well. But unfortunately, Nigerians looked down on him. Most of them did not believe on him. Those who believed on him did not act upon all the information that he gave out for their benefit. Today, our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is still in the custody of the Nigerian terrorist state. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have been convicted, unlawfully convicted, wrongfully convicted, and purportedly to be sentenced to life imprisonment for fighting for the freedom of his people. Those of you who are listening from Facebook, anywhere that you are listening, we want to remind you and reiterate the fact that nobody should be dampened in spirit. Don't be discouraged. Don't be dismayed by the shambolic judgment by Omotosho. That judgment will never stand the test of time. The whole world have seen it as a very corrupt judge. Nigerian government is known for their corruption. Nigerian government is known for not obeying the rule of law. The world have learned and known that Nigeria is a corrupt entity. So therefore, the judge was shambolically passed on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We never stand the test of time. And we continue to put the world on notice, Nigerians as well, the politicians in Nigeria. We continue to put them on notice. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, our leader, committed no crime known to law. And that is why he asked them in their open court. He said, Omotosho, show me the law. Who told you that you can waive my right to final submission? You can't waive that right. So Mazi Nnamdi Kanu committed no crime. So the law was not used in Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Rather, it was a written submission either sent to Nigeria by Britain and as well backed up with the monetary inducement that Omotosho have to pocket in order to pronounce that sentence. But it's not going to stand, not today, not tomorrow, not. But meanwhile, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been rumored to be transferred to Sokoto. It doesn't matter if they like, they can transfer him to Sambisa Forest. That is to dampen the spirit of Biafrans. And that is why I'm here this morning to tell you your spirit should not be weary or weakened. Don't be dampened in your spirit. Rather, you have to be reawakened. You have to be very, very strong and courageous, because before now, our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have already given us all that we need. He made you to understand that this journey is not going to be very easy or rosy, that we have a lot of bridges, a lot of oceans, a lot of rivers, a lot of stones to be unturned before we can get to our destination. And that this journey is not for the lily livers. He said, I need those who were chosen before they were born to come for this particular time, to come and stand for the freedom of their people. Weaver, those who cannot succumb to intimidation or harassment, those who are consistent, those who know what they want, those who will stand for Biafra, those who can sacrifice everything sacrificable for Biafra to be restored. He said, I want all of you to come. And for those who will be bought, those who will sell their soul to the devil, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu made us also to understand that when the time comes, each and every one of you that love money, that love position, love's influence, you will be bought over. But he made a very wonderful submission. He said, even if the Nigerian government offer you a buy in America, in UK, position, and at the end you succumb, you accept whatever they gave to you in order to stop Biafra, the problem each and every one of you is that you can never come in of Biafra. Just like you can't stop the sun from rising, that is the reason why you can never stop the Biafra from rising. Biafra is the land of the rising sun, and you can never stop it from coming. So my wonderful Biafran brothers who have joined me this morning, once again, good morning from here, good afternoon from here, good evening, depending on your time, depending on your location. My name is David Nnanna. I am the anchor of the Westonia platform, and I welcome you this morning. Before I proceed, I must have to acknowledge and respect and welcome the presence of our eternal leaders, those who fought for Biafra, wherever they are from the spirit beyond. I appreciate all their sacrifices. Our eternal leader, Odumegwu Ojukwu, Philip Effiong, and all the rest of our ancestors, our brothers and sisters, our aunts, our heroes and heroines who have paid the price for this Biafra. I welcome and I salute and appreciate all your sacrifices. I also appreciate the sacrifices of our leaders who are in detention. Mazi Nnamdi Okukano, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra worldwide. Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister of Biafra, and every other fighting for the freedom of Biafra that have been incarcerated in the dungeon of the terrorist Nigerians. I appreciate all your sacrifices. I also appreciate the sacrifices of Biafrans who trumped out yesterday to contribute for their freedom. Those who are contributing immensely one way or the other to make sure that the lobbying effort is going on in diaspora, and also those who are contributing in the homeland to make sure that the liberation is also in top gear. The Biafran Defense Forces, I appreciate every one of you. Igwe Butuzo, and all the gallant soldiers who are standing firm for the freedom of Biafra. We appreciate every one of you. I also appreciate the Information Minister of the Biafran Republic Government in exile, Mazi Sani Akarawa, the Okokondem of our time. We appreciate you. Thank you so much, sir. I appreciate the cabinet members of Brgie, each and every one of them that have stood their ground up to this moment, supporting Brgie, supporting Biafra. I appreciate every one of you. I appreciate the big Iroko in the house, galvanizing, piloting the affairs of Brgie in Washington, D.C. His Excellency, acting Prime Minister, Honorable Ogechukwu Nkere. Thank you so much. Our lobbyists and our attorneys, our greetings and our love goes to each and every one of you as well. The Biafra media team, the best media in this 21st century, freedom of the Biafran people. Kudos to you, my comrades and my compatriots. Greetings from my location as well, and welcome this morning. Today, we are going to continue to preach the message of Biafra. As you all understand, Nigeria was designated a country or a company, CPC of particular concern, by the leader of the free world, the American president, President Donald J.T. Trump. The reason why this designation was very, very important is because the lives of the people in Nigeria do not matter to their government. The indigenous people in that part of the world, they have been killed, their properties have been burnt, they have been displaced, and their communities taken over by the terrorist Nigeria states. The Nigerian government recruited terrorists, and those they integrated into their military, their armed forces, are responsible for the carnage, for the killings, and wanton destruction of lives and property in Nigeria. This has been for decades, and nobody was held accountable. Nobody has been held responsible for all these atrocities. In Biafran territory, the armies and police, the military are in our land, killing, maiming, raping, destruction, harassment, intimidation, extortion of Biafrans. This is happening even before the presence of those who call themselves political leaders in Biafran territory. Chibike Emmanuel, you are watching us from the headquarters of Brgie, Maryland. Thank you so much, Mazi. Thank you for joining. Welcome. All these atrocities have been happening unabated. Nobody has been held into account. Pope Uzodimma, the stooges of the terrorists in Biafran territory, supervises the killings of the Biafran people. This is the reason why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu started asking for the freedom of his people. Because of his fearlessness and courage and tenacity, they saw Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as an obstacle, as an impediment to their Islamic agenda. They plotted in order to take Mazi Nnamdi Kanu out of the way and carry out their Islamic agenda. Little do they know that there are lots and lots and thousands and millions of Mazi Nnamdi Kanus in the waiting. And when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was eventually kidnapped, Mazi Simon Ekpa came on board. When Mazi Simon Ekpa was eventually arrested, Ogechukwu Nkere came on board, and a lot of Mazi Nnamdi Kanus and Simon Ekpas are waiting. So we are very much formidable. We are very much prepared to go through this route. So it is the actions and activities embarked upon by the Biafran Republic government in exile through our acting Prime Minister Ogechukwu Nkere, in conjunction with the lobbyists and our attorney Dabiri. Every evidence that was needed against the Nigerian government were submitted before the American Congress. If you go to our website, if you log into our website, you will see most of the meetings, most of the communiques that our acting Prime Minister have had with American government officials, members of the Congress, and legislatures in the House. All these communiques were in relation to the atrocities that the Nigerian government are committing in Biafran territory and by extension Nigeria. The congressmen and women now started speaking and made sure that he got to the table of the president of the world. And that led to the Nigerian government be held into account. It will be recalled that in June this year, our APM participated in a congressional hearing about Christian persecution and gave testimonies against the Nigerian government activities in Biafra land. Also, on the 18th of September 2025, the Biafran government in exile held the first ever Biafra congressional briefing in Washington, D.C. After those briefings, the American government now came out in full force to condemn the Nigerian government activities, atrocious activities against the Biafran people and against the Nigerian people as well. And that is the reason why you can see what is happening on social media. Donald Trump have decided to come to the aid of Biafrans and Christians in Nigeria. And only those who are benefiting from Nigeria are actually trying to downplay the atrocity that they have committed. While all these things are going on, the support for Biafra continue to skyrocket. The support for Biafra continue to gain international momentum and recognition. Just recently, Gunther from Austria, a NATO official from Austria, also gave his voice for the Biafra freedom, Biafra recognition, and the exit out of Nigeria. Just yesterday, well, Dr. Walid Fez, a senior advisor to the Trump administration, also gave his voice for the Biafran freedom. 2 days or 3 days ago, Reverend James also gave his voice on the atrocities that the government are committing in Biafran territory, using Mazin Nnamdi Kanu as a case study. So all these things are welcome development. All these people that I have called and mentioned, all of them are from the diaspora, from international world, from America, from us, and around the world. So as Biafra gets international support for our freedom, our APM yesterday also made us to understand that a lot of Biafran groups are also calling on to come on board. They are pegging nations to the government, and it is a welcome development. They are now waking up to the realization that it is only Biafran Republic government in exile that is in charge for the liberation of Biafra land. And of course, everyone should understand that yes, BRGIA that was unveiled in 2023 by our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa Njoku, he made us to understand that the Biafran Republic government in exile will take cognizance into what is happening in Biafra land. I will be in charge for the Biafran restoration project, and there is no force that is going to destroy Biafra anymore. Since that submission, it has always been like that. Even when the coup plotters, even when the accountability tried to destroy BRGIE, BRGIE stood very strong until tomorrow. The international media, even the Zoo Nigeria media, have acknowledged the fact that BRGIE is the government that is now very much in charge for the Biafran recognition, the Biafran Liberation Project. So that is why the groups that are coming up this time to join the liberation and join in the support of the Biafran recognition, liberation, we are welcoming each and every one of you. So I use this opportunity to appreciate all the Igbo groups that are coming on board. I also call on those who have not come on board to also, as a matter of urgency and need, recognize the fact that it is Brgie that is in charge of Biafran liberation, because in Washington, D.C., so many write-ups have proven that it is not USB charger, it is not coup plotters of CCPPP of EMA, neither is it AVID, the only government recognized in Washington, D.C., in American State Department that is fighting for the freedom, recognition, restoration of Biafra is BRGIE, Biafra Republic Government in Exile, under the acting prime ministership of Ogechukwu Nkere. Visit our website for more information. Very, very important. Visit our website for more information so that you don't be deceived by the enemies of Biafra. So we welcome everybody on board. We appeal to you, Biafrans. If you have not been supporting your freedom, this is the time to do that. You have the situation of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It is as a result of his stand for Biafra. They have seen that Biafra is here. They want Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to go through the way of Nelson Mandela, because they understand that Biafra is already here. American State are speaking about Biafra. In fact, let me even play this from John James. Why the Nigerian government were jailing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu the same day on the 20th of November, the American State Congress were having congressional hearing on the Christian persecution in Nigeria, and Representative John James referenced Mazi Nnamdi Kanu predicament right on the spot. That is a proof that the congressmen and women are aware. They are aware of the Nigerian atrocities against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and against our people. So
we are joined by the former chairman of the African Committee, who is now over at the Energy and Commerce Committee, and I want to thank him. February 2024, he had a very hearing on Nigeria and other throughout that time. So, the floor is yours.
Mr. Chair, thank you so much for your personal invitation, for your leave, and for your friendship. I'm honored to be back. 96:14 asks, who will rise up for me against the wicked? Who will take a stand for me against evildoers? Nigeria is facing one of the gravest religious freedom crises in the world. As former chairman of the House Foreign Affairs Committee on Africa, I and have seen firsthand the direness of the conditions in what is now the deadliest place on earth, Christian. They are targeted, displaced, and killed simply for their faith. The ancient plea, is there no help for the widow's son, still echoes. Since 2008, nearly 17,000 Christians have been killed. The first 7 months of this year alone, hundreds murdered. On June 13th, during the Yellow Water Massacre, more than 180 Christians were slaughtered in a single day. These are not isolated tragedies, but a sustained pattern of religiously motivated violence, often ignored or even ignored by the Nigerian government. Extremist groups like Boko Haram, militants, and ISIS West Africa attack often without any meaningful intervention from authorities. The lack of response has created an atmosphere of impunity where Christians continue to live in threat and fear. The United States previously recognized this crime. President Trump not only designated Nigeria as a country of particular concern during his first term, but redesignated again in his second term after President Biden inexplicably removed that designation. Religious persecution is tied to political repression and weakening institutions. In example, the Nnamdi Kanu is a clear example. In 2022, Nigeria's Court of Appeal shut down the charges against him and ordered his release. The UN Group on Arbitrary Detention has also called for his unconditional release. Yet he remains in solitary confinement in deteriorating health, recently had to represent himself in court. Nigeria has signaled that the list is optional and targeting Christians is fair game. Just hours ago this morning, despite the pleas and cries of Nigerian people and many Nigerian lawmakers, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was convicted on all charges. For fiscal year 25, the U.S. has nearly $8 billion in sub-Saharan Africa. But when Americans see judicial defiance and the slaughter of Christians, they understandably ask as they meet their own struggles, why should our tax dollars support governments that refuse to protect their own people? Is our aid aiding genocide? Nigeria is a nation of tremendous potential, but then is being choked out by violent persecution of its Christian population. No country can build a stable future where churches are burned, believers are killed, and communities live in fear. The United States must stay engaged, and Nigeria must change course now.
I just to listen to it in full. John James was making reference to the issue of our leader. And our leader, before he can make this reference, he has already known what the case is all about. And he is making it in the Congress House. Who made it possible? It is the Biafran Republic government in exile. It is our acting Prime Minister, Ogechukwu Nkere, that made it possible that John James, Representative John James, can reference Mazi Nnamdi Kanu before the American Congress about the atrocity that is being committed against the Biafran people. Remember, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is standing for Biafra. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is never standing for one Nigeria. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have advocated for the division of that evil entity because of the atrocities that the Nigerian government are committing against the Biafran people and the Nigerian people at large. So now, the Nigerian government now jailed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Incidentally or causally, the same day they are jailing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the same day the Congress are having their briefing or hearing on genocide in the Nigerian community, in the about the Nigerian government in American Congress. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was made as a reference to the atrocity, the injustice, the judicial rascality that the Nigerian government are committing. Tell me, which support is more greater than this? Which international support or recognition for Biafra is more greater than this? Because Representative John James have given a reference, a very solid reference before the world. Before the world, you know, anything that concerns America, it goes viral all over the world. So why this congressional hearing is going on, it's being viewed all over the world. It is being viewed all over the world, and the Nigerian government are being trashed for their judicial rascality. So this is the international support that Biafra have garnered in this 21st century. All courtesy of our lobbyists, Moran Global Strategies, Attorney Dabere, and our APM, His Excellency Honorable Ogechukwu Nkere. The constant meetings that he has been having in Washington, D.C., this is the result that is coming out. They did not tell you who did it. You can never hear when they say it's an accountability group. As a matter of fact, for all of you that are still standing with Ngozi Orabu, I want you to know that shame is upon you and your children. The reason why we continue to talk about this is that a lot of you hapuri ishi when agbori kajo. You left the head and you are doing what is unnecessary. How can you be funding Ngozi, who is a jihadist, against your people? You have seen what Biafran Republic government in exile is doing in Washington, D.C. You don't want to appreciate that. You don't want to give it up for Ogechukwu Nkere. You don't want to acknowledge him because of your hatred, because of your envy and jealousy. You continue to fund those who are killing your people. You continue to give your money to Ngozi Orabu Fulani, Ngozi, who says she is fighting for Biafra. But for year in, year out, you can never see one thing. You can never give us any evidence of Ngozi. Ngozi is in the United States of America. She is in the United States of America. But tell us one thing, just one thing, one achievement that Ngozi have done since 2024. Only memo. And you are sheepishly, uselessly, foolishly following and donating money to her. They said to all these coup plotters, those who are following Imam Madabo, since after the coup failed, tell me one thing that Imam Madabo and the group have brought to the table. Joy Irobi, Dr. Bryson and all of them that left this government and went and started fighting against the government, what have they brought to the table? Absolutely nothing. But many of you, few of you are even supporting them, supporting it against the Biafran Republic government in exile. And you think you are going to succeed. You can never succeed. That is one assurance we, the Biafran people, can give to you. You can never succeed. And of course, we understand the reason why you people are doing that. Nigeria earmarked $20 billion in order to fight against Biafra. They also earmarked $2.7 million to go to Washington, D.C. and lobby against Biafran recognition. Where is it taking them? Because as they are lobbying, their atrocities are speaking against them. Yes, the atrocities are speaking against them, and it is being in favor for us. Just like the kidnapping that is happening, school children being kidnapped, Catholic children being kidnapped, that is a plus for Biafra, because this is what we are using as evidences against the Nigerian state. You that is a Biafra, you see all these things. You see all these things. You see all these positive results that the Biafran Republic government in Ezra is achieving in DC. But you are still supporting Ngozi, following Ngozi, donating to Ngozi's Ebubago, using it to fight against the Biafran Defense Forces, and you think it's going to be well with you. It is not going to be well with you. Not today, not tomorrow, not ever. And you see, when our leader was leaving the court, he turned to Owosho, that son, that the prosecutors, and said, God punish you now and forever. And you know the words of our leader. The words of our leader carries a very big, heavy weight, because our leader was sent by Okike for this mission. And whoever he cursed remain cursed forever. And we are advocating that those curses of our leader will also locate every Biafran who is not supporting the Biafran freedom. Yes, every Biafran that is not supporting the Biafran freedom and is supporting those who are fighting against Biafra, we say, may the cause of our leader go with you as well. Yes, because the reason why our leader made that cause is because these people, they saw white and prefer to call it black. Just like you saw the light and prefer to follow darkness. You saw BRGIE, but you prefer to follow Ngozi and Emma and all those people who are not actually fighting for you. So this is the reason why the curse will be upon you, will be upon your generation, each and every one of you that is not supporting Biafra, each and every one of you that is fighting against Oge, each and every one of you that is standing against the restoration, independent state of Biafra, that a lot of people have paid the ultimate price, even as we speak. Woe to you. I'm going to play it again so that you understand that when you see Ogechukwu Nkere going to Washington, D.C., carrying bag here and there, he is canvassing for support, freedom of the Biafran people. He is conversing, lobbying senators, representatives, in order for them to speak for Biafra so that Biafra will be free. And one thing is that even you that is fighting against Biafra, when Biafra is free, you are also going to be a beneficiary. But one thing I want you to know is that that beneficiary you are going to benefit in Biafra, it is going to be walls of charcoal, cold fire on your body, because you never supported it. In as much as you are going to follow to enjoy Biafra, it is going to be a coal of fire on your body. Yes, because now that we are asking for people to come and donate to support their freedom, you are rather giving Ngozi your money, sending money to those who are killing our people, and you think it's going to be free? You think it's going to be easy for you and your family? That cause that our leader laid on the prosecution team, those causes will go to every Biafran who is not supporting BRGIE, every Biafran who refused to come on board and support our freedom. And I say, he say, I want you all to listen again as John James take Nigeria to the cleaners. I want you to listen.
We are joined by the former chairman of the Africa Subcommittee, who is now over at the Energy Committee, John James, and I want to thank him. February 2024, he had a very important hearing on Nigeria and other advocacy throughout the time. So, first.
Mr. Chairman, thank you so much for your personal invitation, for your leadership, and for your friendship. I'm honored to be back. Psalms 6:14 asks, "Who will rise up for me against the wicked? Who will take a stand for me against evildoers?" Nigeria is facing one of the gravest religious freedom crises in the world. As the former chairman of the House Foreign Affairs Committee on Africa, I have visited and have seen firsthand the direness of in what is now the deadliest place on earth to be a Christian. They are targeted, displaced, and killed simply for their faith. The ancient plea, "Is there no help for the widow's son?" still echoes today. Since 2019, nearly 17,000 Christians have been killed. In the first 7 years alone, hundreds more were murdered. On June 13th, during the Yellow Water, more than 280 Christians slaughtered in a single day. These are not related tragedies, but a sustained pattern of religiously motivated violence, often ignored or even enabled by the Nigerian government. Groups like Boko Haram, Fulani militants, ISIS West Africa, attack often without any meaningful intervention from authorities. A response has created an atmosphere of impunity where Christians' continue to live in constant threat and fear. The United States has previously recognized this crisis, but only designated Nigeria as concerned during his first. Designated it again in second. President Biden removed that designation. Religious is tied to political and weakening institutions in Nigeria. Example, the detention of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a clear example. In 2022, Nigeria's Court of Appeal struck down the charges against him and ordered his release. The UN Working Group on Arbitrary Detention has also called for his unconditional release. Yet he solitary confinement in deteriorating health and recently had to represent himself in court. Nigeria has signaled that law is optional and targeting Christians is fair. Just hours ago this morning, despite the pleas and cries of Nigerian people, Nigerian lawmakers, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was convicted on all charges. Fiscal year 2025 has requested nearly $8 billion for sub-Saharan Africa. But when Americans see political prisoners, judicial defiance, the slaughter of Christians, they understand as they meet their own struggles why our tax dollars support governments that refuse to protect their own people. Is our genocide? Nigeria is a nation of tremendous potential, but that potential is being choked out by violent persecution of its Christian population. Country can build a stable future where churches are burned, believers are killed, and communities live in fear. The United States must stay engaged, and Nigeria must change course now.
I hope you heard that. Nigeria must change course now. What other support is greater than the support of Biafra that is spoken live on international scene? This is the great work that our APM, the Biafran government, have done in recent months for the recognition of Biafra. So I want each and every one of us to be emboldened by the spirit that is here. Our government is doing everything humanly possible. Everything humanly possible, this government is doing it to make sure that we are free as a people. To make sure that we are free as a people. So that is why everybody is expected to be on board. You see this man here that you see here on the screen is Dr. Walid Faiz. Dr. Walid Faiz. Dr. Walid Faiz is Donald Trump's foreign policy advisor. He advises the President of the United States of America on policy matters, foreign policies that lead to countries. It is not about within the American government. No, within the American state. Dr. Walid Faiz, let me bring one of the tweets that he made. Dr. Walid Faiz, you see, this is the tweet that Dr. Walid made on the 23rd, which is today, this morning. He said, self-determination to hashtag Biafra is as legitimate as statehood for Somaliland. This is a very, very important recognition for Biafra. This is a very, very important recognition for the Biafran state. Self-determination to hashtag Biafra is as legitimate as statehood for Somaliland. So in other words, when America is going to recognize the Somaliland, Biafra is also on the works. Okay? But all candidates, ethnic communities must undergo a referendum. It should be peaceful. In other words, Dr. Walid Faiz do not know that the Biafran people have conducted a self-referendum that garnered over 50 million Biafra votes in 2024, last year. But that as it is a welcome development that President American's foreign policy expert is standing behind the Biafra freedom, standing for our freedom, standing for our referendum, standing for a scenario whereby the Biafran people will be free out of the terrorist Nigerian state. So this is a foreign for the Biafra recognition project. And we so much appreciate him, so much appreciate this support. This support wouldn't have been possible without the continued pressure that is our APM is mounting in Washington, D.C. It wouldn't have been possible without the arrangement of the meetings that our lobbyists and our attorneys who are based in the United States of America are making. Very, very important. And in reply, it's good you go and follow Dr. Walid. Our success, the chairman of the Biafran Defense Council, he said, "We Biafrans are certain that if a referendum occurs, we are gonna win because we organized a self-referendum in 20 and over 58 million voted in favor of Biafra exit. We will be glad to do it again." Okay? So these are the policy makers, these are the international politicians that are now galvanizing their support for the free Biafran nation. And you as a Biafran, anywhere that you are, you can see all these positive vibes coming because of Biafra under the Biafran Republic government in exile, and you are not asking questions. Please, where can I put my support? Please, where is Ogechukwu Nkere? Please, where is Sonny Akparawa? Please, where is Minister Snow? Please, where is the Academic Highness? Please, where is Totiville? Please, where is Tutors? Please, where is Sonny Akparawa? Please, where is Sister Nkiru? Please, where is Eunice? Please, where is David? Please, where is Nkodenamba? Please, where is every one of you that is supporting Biafra? People should be putting cross across you anywhere that you are, as long as you are standing on the path of truth and you are supporting BRGIE. Expect calls from people who are going to ask, because when they go to your walls, when they go to your platform, they are going to see that you are a follower and you are a supporter of Biafran Republic government in exile. Even if they don't know where to put in their support, they are going to call you so that they can ask you. And when they call you, please welcome them with open heart. Educate them. Receive them as the prodigal sons. We're going to throw them away. We welcome every one of them as long as they can give their support for our freedom. When we are free, we can settle our differences in Biafra land. But if you are not support GIE under Ogechukwu Nkere, woe betide you. When the causes of our leader Maazị Nnamdi Kanu befall you, that is the prayer I'm going to pray for you. Seriously. So Dr. Walid first is asking that the American government recognize Biafra as far as they are Somaliland, because Biafran people have paid the ultimate price. Biafran people are undermined by the Nigerian state. Biafran people have been subjugated into all manner of dehumanizing treatment. Mazina is a case study, and there are Biafrans who are languishing in various detention facilities, all our contraction called Nigeria. And he knows that we can govern ourselves. Yes, Dr. Walid first, that we have the capacity, we have the capability, and besides, we have a government that will, when Biafra is fully recognized, we are going to constitute a transitional government that is going to conduct elections in Biafra land and be able to unite all warring communities. Very, very important. The worst of Biafra will be the best in Nigeria. But we are going to educate our people. People need to stand. The reason why they need to support this government, it is this government that is going to bring freedom for you. For those of you who are saying, unless Maazị Nnamdi Kanu is released before they can support what we are doing, so you are going to wait until Maazị Nnamdi Kanu dies in detention before you know what to do. But our leader will not die in detention. For those who say they are waiting for Prime Minister Simon to come out before they can support, so you are going to wait when Simon is released before you can start supporting your freedom. If Ogechukwu Nkere and the government have waited till now, this Dr. Walid Fred will not be speaking. Representative John James will not be speaking. Gunter from Austria will not be speaking. senators from America, Donald Trump wouldn't have spoken if everybody was waiting for Simon Ekpa or waiting for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to be able to come out and start doing what you expected him to do. By now, nobody will be talking about Biafra again. So, this is an opportunity for you as a Biafran to come back. Come back now. Join the freedom of your people. Very, very important. So, as I was saying, this is Dr. Walid Fez. He's a foreign policy advisor of our Donald Trump, the president of the world, on issues that influence of the world. He is the man who has given a thumbs up for recognition of Biafra. You think it's not going to happen? In fact, ain't you are, start putting on your dancing shoes. Start putting on your dancing shoes because it is going to happen very, very soon. I also want to play you what our AP said recently. Let me look for it. What our APM said recently while he had a joint press briefing with our information minister. So if you don't know that Biafra is here, it means you are still living in denial or you are far away from the truth, because everything that is happening here, everything that's been happening have shown that Biafra is already here. Okay? The atrocity that Nigerian government is committing now is a proof that we have been right all this while. And that's why they are going to recognize Biafra faster than expected. And all of you that called us names, all of you that carried out propaganda against us, you will going to regret your actions. Yes, you are going to regret every action that you have taken against us for freedom.
Não vai me mandar embora.
Minuto, boss. Só me dá minuto, por favor.
Great talent. They want to. Life is a process, no matter how you go about it. Mazi Ogechukunkere, Omale Chawoke, the Biafran Republic Government and Exile Finance Minister. is humbly campaigning for global Biafran financial support. The purpose of Finland Biafran Defense Forces redeclaration-related activities. I appreciate all Biafrans who are in the liberation movement. I also urge everyone to massively support more than ever, especially in these critical times. Oh, my fellow lovely great Biafrans, let's come together and support our Prime Minister Master Simon Ekpa, who is currently working tirelessly to hand over our freedom to us this year, 2024. Freedom is coming, yeah, yeah. Yo, 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 yo. Masio Ketri. Salute every Biafran especially. Yeah, yeah. Oge chukukama. Oge chukukaina yo no 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 no. Oge chukukama. Onya gidi gidi bakulo unu. Oge chukukama. Welu didi chukuka sebele. Oge chukukama. Oge chukukama. Oge chukukere nekelunu. Oge chukukama. Oge chukukaina yo no no. Oge chukukama. Oge chukukaina yo na nyasi. Oge chukukama. There is no magic to progress and success in life. Life gives back what you give to it. It takes a man who believes in himself to create wealth. So keep working hard and lose hope in what you believe in. Ayakata. Life is not easy. Sigh. Make you take and judge. I want to use this special opportunity to recognize great Dim Odmegojuku. I can't also forget General Philip F. Fion. Okalo saw. Come to take one moment on the ground. Could be good. Anyina for Column. Airborne. De facto government in homeland. Special recognition to every Biafran who have been supporting from today. May you continue to flourish in your endeavors.
Yeah, sorry, I was distracted, bro. Biafrans. I was a little bit distracted, but I'm here. So let me just bring it once again. You know, PM with our info said something yesterday in one of briefings, and I want to bring it to your notice that a lot is happening. A lot is happening for the freedom of the Biafran people. For those of you who don't really understand what is happening, this is the reason why we continue to educate a lot of you. Biafra freedom is here, and we must support. Biafran freedom is here. We must support BRGIE for our freedom to be sealed, signed and sealed. Our government is doing exceptionally well. And that is why everybody should come on board and support the government. So I want each and every one of you to understand. I want you all to understand.
To hear what Nigeria have done. So without wasting too much time, because I don't know how to gratify this man or to tell him thank you that it will equate what he has done. No, the word that I can use to describe. But I just pray that God will continue to bless him and enrich him with wisdom and give him more strength and enablement to face the bigger tax. Let me see if we can put portable the way it was.
Okay, yes. I want you Biafrans to listen. You are going to listen to what our APM and our lobbyists have to say here. This is in relation to Biafran restoration. Very, very important. So that you understand that where are you standing? Where you are standing, are you standing on a rocky ground? Are you standing on a solid ground? Are you standing on a fertile ground? Or are you standing on a ground that the water will just come and wash away?
Was saying it before APM would take the stage. Portable it with his mouth. Let's see, get portable. Okay. Okay.
We'll go snap picture.
Okay.
You know, remember, me tell about women that release your brother. Oh. Now your belly go. Go there. You first go fight for your belly. Where you go house? I've been in the office. Go snap picture. You know, remember tell about women that release your brother. Oh. Now your belly go fight for. Your big belly. Now what you do? One shop. Now you first go fight for your belly. Now, so now you talk say Tinubu no go see 10,000 votes, I be 10,000 followers. You dey play. Where they go money buy your people? They play. Your people go collect money. No be they go fight for their belly. You way you forget your brother. You forget your brother where they prison.
Yeah.
You go Baba Tinubu, go snap
Okay.
picture, collect money.
Okay.
You collect money, abi you no collect money, contract, abi you no collect contract.
Okay.
You snap picture, abi you no snap money, abi you no collect money, you collect contract, abi you no collect contract.
Okay.
You snap picture, abi you snap picture.
Ask
You
how.
double, abi you no double. Now you know, remember me tell about Tinubu say your brother
Prison.
may they release your brother. No? Now there may sit down, may talk say you better pray. So now you say if you don't reach that time, you wait. Forget your brother. Wait, no be your belly you run for.
Okay.
You know, you first talk about how your belly go to be.
Yes.
She pre-seeker.
Yeah.
Who tell you say Baba Tinubu no go see vote? Baba Tinubu go do another one. You know him say before Baba Tinubu come, Boko Haram don dey. So egbagbe Boko Haram ti wà. Terrorists don dey before Tinubu come. Tinubu dey. So
Are the people that are good in dealing with. You see, he told you the gospel truth, even as he's speaking like a drunk, but he's telling you the truth to Obi Kubana and all our brothers. They will go meet Tinubu, shake hands, collect everything. Eh? But you don't remember Mazin Namikano. You only go to sign paper for business and look for what you want to eat. Then Mazin Namikano has been in prison. When all of you all know that you don't want to come so that your business will continue, your criminality or business will continue. You sign documents that they should kill Biafrans. Anyway, a very big thank you to all Biafrans, and we have our honorable FPM in the house, His Excellency, the man that is causing so much trouble for Nigeria. And when you
I want you all to listen very, very well. I want you all I want you all to listen very, very well, very, very attentively to what our APM and our attorneys, our lobbyists will say here. For those of you who have not been supporting, I want you to understand that a lot of Biafrans are realizing themselves. A lot of Biafrans are understanding the need to come on board and support the government. A lot of Biafrans now know through the international media that is BRGIE, that is Ogechukwu Nkere, that is in charge, and they are coming back. So you that is not coming back, you that is not donating, you that is not supporting, you that is still sitting on the fence, you that is waiting for Maazin Nnamdi Kanu to come out or Simon Ekpa to come out before you can support, I want you to so that you make an informed decision about yourself, about your family, because Ogechukwu Nkere at this time is working assiduously to make sure that Biafra and our leaders are freed. But you that is supporting Ngo, you are the enemy of Biafra. And that cause that Maazin Nnamdi Kanu laid on that prosecutors, that cause will come to you. It will come to your generation. It will come to your family from everlasting to everlasting. That is the position of the Biafran people against all of you that are enemies of Biafra. My brother Rage and Fury, welcome to the questionnaire. Can you hear me? Rage and Fury, can you hear me? If you can hear me, I say welcome. And I want to play this. I want to play what our APM and our attorney and our lobby said here before we can, proceed.
You see him in Washington, D.C., you know that that is a man with swag. That is causing so much turmoil for one Nigeria. Man has done is what people have not been able to do for years. Yes, done wonders in just few of his leadership. With all the attack and with everything that has come against him, you don't see him give up. Even now, many of them don't run enter bush since. But this is a man of resilience. This is a man that stands. This is the same man that people say want to kill.
Reg, I wanted to play this before we go ahead. Can you hear me? Or do you want to say something before we proceed?
Our him. This is the same man that is taking a matter to Washington, D.C. to discuss lawmakers to see to his release. You people say you want to kill Onyendu, but it's the same person that is taking Onyendu and PM Washington, D.C. discussing with all the lawmakers every day for them to hear what Nigeria have done. So without wasting too much time, because
Reg, can you hear me?
I can hear you very well. Can you hear me, sir?
I can hear you now. I said, I don't know whether you want to say something before I play the clip I wanted our viewers to listen to. Or if you
No,
have
no
something
problem.
to say before them.
Go ahead and play it. Just go ahead.
Okay.
thank you that it to equate what he has done. I don't know the word that I can use to describe, but I just pray that will continue to bless him and enrich him with wisdom and give him more strength and enablement for him to face the bigger attacks that is ahead of him, because the responsibility in his hand is more than what he had before. So Biafran people, join me, the Prime Minister of the Biafran people, and also have to introduce his famous guest.
Yeah, before we go ahead, Biafran, sorry, before we continue, I want to address somebody here who say he is. Rage, if you can mute your mic so that it's making noise, please. So I want to address this man who say his name is John Gospower. He said, "You people are not serious. You fight yourself. Freedom doesn't come like that." John, if there are people that are scammers, it is you that is a scammer. If there are people that are not serious, it is people like you. If we are the enemies of Biafra, it is people like you. Propagandists, if there are people who are in support of Fulani in Biafran territory, it is people like you. If there are people who are irresponsible for the carnage, the destruction of properties and the killings that is happening, if there are people who are comfortable with it, who are supporting it, it is people like you. If there are people who are corrupt, if there are criminals, people who don't value what life is all about, people who derive joy in criminality, it is somebody like John Gospower that is here. Because one thing I want you to know is that we are not fighting ourselves. We are only fighting those who come to fight against us, who are fighting against our freedom. We are only fighting those one Nigerianists who are supporting the jailing of our leader. So anybody that we castigate here is a supporter of one Nigeria, and one Nigeria is not our friend. If you are a Nigerian in this platform, you are no longer our friend. It doesn't matter whether you are our brother or your sister or you answer Igbo names, because most of you answering Igbo names are Fulani breed. We understand that from day one. So there is no Biafran, no full-blooded Biafran that will see the atrocity of the Nigerian state and can see the good Brgie is working for Biafran liberation, and that person will come here and say we are fighting ourselves. Fighting ourselves for what? We are only fighting the enemies of our freedom. So you can get the hell out of here, because we don't need people like you. We don't need people like you. And let me remind everybody in this platform, if you are here for serious business, you are welcome. But if you are here for propaganda, if you are here for evil narrative or falsehood or for castigation, you are going to receive the curse that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu gave to the prosecutors when he said, "God punish you now and forever." And you know who Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is? Whatever comes from his mouth must come to pass. And I put it in this platform. If you come here and you are here for serious business, for education, if you are here to get one thing that will be beneficial for your people, then you are welcome. But if you are here to castigate or try to, whittle down or try to downplay what we are saying, or come here for Ngozi, or come here for all these Marudas or enemies of Biafra, I will say, God punish you and your generation from now till eternity, now and forever. Okay? So I'm not here to look at anybody's faces. I'm not here to look at your faces. Because if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is your father, is your uncle, is your relation, you'll understand the prices that he's paying for our freedom. Nobody should come here and joke with it. The
Mazi,
prices. Go ahead. Go ahead.
maybe you may allow me to go first because my network is kicking me out every now and then. I don't know. Please, can you?
Go ahead. Go ahead. Yes.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
Ndewo.
Great Biafrans all over the world. Salute to all our leaders, to all the entire Biafra Defense Forces. My special greetings to many that turned up in yesterday fundraising support for our freedom as well as the defense of the land, defense of the babies, women, and children of Biafra, as well as Christians and every other religion that is found on the Biafra territory. So that thank you for all of you that links up, that turned up and did your bit. Indeed, like I've always said, you are always the hero, and we appreciate you. We salute you. You know, based on what you were just saying, the very day my brother, my sister, my mother, my father turned against me and begins to fight for our common freedom, our common good. It's the very day that brother, that sister, that mother, that father, that uncle, that auntie, that friend disconnected him or herself from me. It is the very day that he no longer is no longer part of me. That very day he or she decide to align with the enemy to fight against me so as to give up possession handed over to us by our ancestors, our parents. Is the very day he or she disconnect him or herself from the family and is no longer one of me or one of us. And that being said, a few of our people have really disgraced us and brought a lot of shame to us. Biafrans, I think every morning when we wake up, we should pray to God that God should wipe off as many that have brought disgrace and shame to us. To the point that the world see us, people see us as people that have no self, people without integrity. Just imagine what that young man, Portable, was saying. Can I still be heard, Mazi? Or I've been kicked out? Have I been kicked out,
Loud
Mazi?
and direct. No, go ahead. We can hear
Thank
you.
you. Just imagine what the young man was saying, that Obi Kubana went to a meeting. He could not even ask him to release his brother. Rather, he went there because of his big belly. And he went further to say that Obi Kubana said Tinubu is not going to get 10,000 votes. That Tinubu will get all the vote because our people will collect money, our people will take. It means that whenever there is money, wherever there is money, we are ready to sell our brothers, our sisters to be killed. We are ready to sell our fathers and our mothers. With money, we can sell our full community to be killed. And this is exactly what is happening today. And few percent of our people, not all of our people are great people. I must tell you, they are some of the best people you can ever see. Our people are people that value their culture and their traditions. They are people that have respect for their values, have respect for their ways of life, their religion, and their land. And they will do everything possible to preserve who they are. They will do everything possible to preserve their integrity. This is our people. That few of our people have made themselves a willing tool for the enemy to use to give us bad things. To the point that they will see us that to us, money is everything. Once we see money, we compromise our standard. Once we see money, we compromise our principle. A few of our people that have put themselves in this position, the God of Biafra will cry to you on behalf of Biafra, on behalf of Biafra land. We cry to you, the gods of Biafra. You will wipe this few of our people whose mother tied to peace wrapper, but they bring this disgrace upon us to the point that the world begin to see us that with money we can sell our brothers and our sisters to be killed. Few of our people brought this disgrace upon us. Chukwu Kike Abiyama, Oge knows ye. the God of the universe, the creator king, the creator that was never created. Arise and wipe off these few people that have brought this shame and disgrace. Wipe them and their family and their generations and generations to come. Wipe them all out. Give them sicknesses that will erase their family. In Jesus' name, amen. To be honest, Biafrans, we are very close. Even the imprisonment, life sentence given to our leader Onyedu Mazimna Kanu is another confirmation that Biafra is here. And that very day, the enemies were sentencing him to life imprisonment. Was the very day God was announcing him on the international community. That was the very day he was being announced in the Washington Congress, in the Congress House on the international stage. What does that tell you? It tells you that a time is now. A time for Biafra freedom is now. The question is, are you prepared, or will you be caught unaware when the freedom comes? When the freedom comes, will your name be in the book of those that fought so hard, that sacrificed everything up to their lives to see that this freedom comes? Or will you be found on the book of those that fought so hard against this freedom, that betrayed their brothers to be killed just because of money, paper? They betrayed their brothers and sisters. They decided together to get this freedom. They backstabbed them and betrayed them to be killed just because of worthless naira, Nigerian naira, money that has no value. If you are giving 1 million naira in Nigeria today, you won't even know what you use it to do. If you are giving 10 million naira in Nigeria today, you won't even know what you spend it for before the money gets finished. Because of this valueless, worthless naira, you are betraying the freedom of the people. You are selling your brothers and sisters, your fathers and your mothers, your uncles and your aunties, your clansmen, a brother whose mother tie two-piece wrapper like your brother. You are selling him out to be killed because of worthless naira. Will you be found on the book of those that align with the enemies to fight against the freedom of the people? That is the question that you alone will answer. I will not answer that for you. But as for the freedom of Biafra, will it come? The answer is emphatic yes. And it is here. All the sides around are telling everyone that the freedom is here. When you see the international community speaking, when you see the likes of Gunter speaking, when you see the US lawmakers speaking, the one that you are playing now, all of them are speaking. Donald Trump. Okay, there is one argument that is flying that is very common right now, that Nigeria is the worst place for Christians to exist. That is the argument. Donald Trump is aware of this argument, that Nigeria is the worst place for Christians to exist. And the world know that Biafrans are predominantly Christians. The old Eastern region where our parents started Israel, we are predominantly Christians. If the president of the free world, Donald Trump, is of the known or is of the knowledge that Nigeria is the worst place for Christians to live, do you think that he will be happy for him to see Biafrans that are predominantly Christians, Christians that are under Nigeria, to be forced under Nigeria to be killed and be slaughtered by these Islamic terrorist jihadists of Nigeria? I don't think that will happen. So it's unfortunate that a lot of our people don't have foresight. They cannot think beyond their stomach. Because even when they try to think and you put something in their stomach, they forget about thinking and they put their focus, they focus on their stomach. Hence, they cannot think beyond their stomach. But as per whether Biafra freedom is going to come, it's emphatic here. The freedom is here. Let us all prepared let us prepare ourselves. Let us all unite. Let us all align with our values, our brothers and sisters, and fight for that which is right. If not for your sake, because a lot of us, we are above 30, some of us are above 40, some are above 50. And based on the experience we have had in Nigeria so far, it has been the experience of slavery. And the only thing that we have known is slavery. Hence, we see slavery as freedom. We see going out every day with our bosses, with our bike, with whatever we work with. Any day we go out and we avoid being caught by Nigeria police or Nigeria law enforcement agencies, and they extort everything we get and take everything. Any day we are able to go out and come back and make few money and put a little food on our table, because that is freedom. But I want to tell you, my brothers, freedom is beyond that. Freedom is when you are sick, that you don't even have the money to treat yourself. But the government has made provision for healthcare system for every citizen. You can easily walk into the hospital, get treated. Probably when you resume work, when you start to work, the money that is used to treat you after being subsidized is being removed instrumentally. That is freedom. Freedom is when you drive on the road and you don't have any fear that bad roads going to cause accident that will terminate the life of your loved one or your life. That is freedom. Freedom is when you sleep with your eyes closed, not thinking that one dirty smelling Islamic jihadist terrorist is going to come and cut off your neck, ravage your village, rape your women, rape your wives, your mothers, cut people into pieces. That is freedom. Freedom is having a better life, not even a luxury life. With the little that you legally earn, you are able to make a good living, and your family is at peace. Your home is at peace. That is freedom. So freedom goes beyond where you went out and you make some few car, you go to the beer parlor after you carry you drink one bottle and dispose it. To some of our people, that is what freedom is all about. Freedom is beyond that. Let us rise up. Let us unite and fight for this freedom. Let us unite and join our hands together and embrace this freedom that is coming. When you see Nigeria doing all of these things, they are doing it out of anger. For the past few weeks or a month plus, Nigeria has been running hater-scatter. The terrorist politicians who call themselves lawmakers, Senate members, presidency, and whatever, they have been running hater-scatter as a result of what PRGIE has done to report them to the United States of America. And today, America is holding them accountable. And as a result of that, America has placed Nigeria on CPC. America is proposing heavy sanctions area, which is going to affect some of these criminal and terrorist politicians. And their mind is not at rest. This is a mighty blow that Biafrans have given to Nigeria. This is a heavy blow that Biafran Republic government in exile have given to Nigeria. And how do Nigeria fight back? How can they fight back when they cannot get hold of PRGIE? They cannot even get hold of BDF. How do they fight back? The only way to fight back is to have that which belongs to you, that is in their hand, is to put him in a position that will get you very angry. That is sentencing him either to death or to life imprisonment. Out of their frustration and anger. That is why they did this. Not that the man is guilty of anything. It's not a crime for somebody to speak and fight for the freedom of his people. Neither is it a crime for someone to defend himself. Like one of the lawmakers was asking for the release of a woman that defended this. Is it John Jackson, something like that? That defended himself when the Islamic jihadist terrorist came to kill him, and the man defended himself like he killed the terrorist. And today they charge the man, they sentence the man to death. And this lawmaker, United States of America lawmaker, in that congressional hearing was saying he was demanding for the release of that man, which means that you as a Christian, you have the right to defend yourself. You as Nnamdi Kanu, you have the right to defend your people, to defend yourself when all these Islamic jihadist terrorists come to kill you. You have the right to defend yourself. So in other words, that man is also asking for the release of Nnamdi Kanu because he has the right to practice his faith, which is Christianity. He has the right to defend himself. When you want to come and kill him because he's a Christian, he has the right. My people, freedom is here. Are we prepared to welcome this freedom? Are we prepared to receive this freedom? So when Nigeria sentenced our leader, Nnamdi Kanu, it's because of the heavy blow that they have given to them, and they have to fight back. That's why even when two people are fighting, if one is getting beaten, the one that is even getting beaten because he wants to preserve his pride, he will still be throwing punches. So what Nigeria did to our leader, Nnamdi Kanu, is throwing a punch. Nnamdi Kanu has done everything he needed to do for us. What are you doing for him now in his absence? What are you doing to see him released? We have always told you that the only freedom that Nnamdi Kanu will have is the freedom of Biafra. Under Nigeria, Nnamdi Kanu is not free. Under Nigeria, Isokoma is not free. Under Nigeria, Uroboma is not free. Iboma is not free. Ishekirima is not free. Ijoma is not free. Igodomi Godoma is not free. Anyoma is not free. Ikama is not free. Ikwere Ibibio Itaana Akpakiorom. Man is not free under Nigeria. The only thing that will guarantee our freedom is the freedom of Biafra. It's a free, independent nation of Biafra. That is the only thing that will guarantee our freedom. When you see
exactly
it, when you see a lot of these people shining teeth around us, Yorubas, Hausa, my brother, they are not friends. This is why our people, unfortunately, they don't know the enemy that killed their father. And today, they embrace the enemy that killed their father to be the love of their life. And as a result of that, a lot of our people are dying in the hand of this same enemy that killed our father. Know the enemy that killed your father. If you don't know that enemy that killed your father, and you accept that enemy as a friend, as a lover, that same enemy will still kill you. And it has killed a lot of our people today. It has killed a lot of our loved ones. Let us rise up. The time is now. It is not a crime for people to be in slavery at a point in time in their lives, but it is a crime to remain a slave forever. You cannot be a slave forever. You can be a slave for a little while, but you cannot remain a slave forever. Even the slave master, they understand this rule, that it gets to a time that a slave will rise up and begin to demand for his freedom. And don't be that man, that woman, that the door of freedom is opened unto. But because of his pride, because of his hatred for his brother, he refuses to walk out of the prison and walk into freedom. His pride keeps him in his slavery. His pride keeps him in the prison. Don't be that man, don't be that woman that will say, why should it be the that will go to the United States of America, Washington, D.C., meet with the lawmakers, and today they are speaking. Today he's bringing the freedom. If he's the one that is approaching Washington, D.C., it's better I remain in slavery. Don't be that man. That is stupidity. Slavery is not good. Freedom is everything. The best thing that you will hand over to your children, the best thing that you will give to your children is freedom. Not even billions. If you give billions of dollars to your children, it's slavery. When you are not there, the enemy will collect the billions of naira from you. the day, at the end of the day, the best thing, the best gift that you will hand over to your children will be freedom. Let us rise up. Isoko kuburubu. E Biafra ni koko. Okenuteno. Marobaro mamako magbe. Ini vomano. Iniri. Iwizibre izekere. Mawo ufo mama. Abono. E mama. Enyewe ga enye mone we re eke no ge roko ma yele no ge na si roko to ma bono e moma anyewe re ni roko e rara ni no bi yorubaze e rara ni no ba usaze e rara ni no bo fulanize e rara ni no bi britinize a boy na nya boy gbo kugbo a bo bere nya bo ja nyi be la bo o bona na water no wisoko ọmọ Isoko no ro ipompa ayi odegbiso water no vani dede no vani bobi e wo fi ono twa fikunye unye no mawe mle Isoko no mawe gogo gele na ma wi won mama gbo o te to ma ro no ti Isoko na dede yi wo te gene rogo no pere no o ti Isoko na no water no ti Isoko era ti shonyaro ko we ro na ewo wero na wo de oyi marona ewo na wo weri ajo ewo pa ni Isoko na rona ewo na awa bo weri a oro Isoko na ini efo me ese me gbini me eva igbo eva oja oyi maro ivote Nigeria you makwo makugbe kere ma hon roko fo mama kere ma won mama bo ivote Isoko na weri abon ma wona ba wona fo magbe ba ha mari fi tufio magbe fi tufio mare na utraga magbe na utraga ha mare yen be voe abade ve va mena mare bie ko u devia mena re shop e saburu na rojiji dibo bota me be fi ko mare market yore wojemla wojemla Isoko me Isoko ene say Isoko o no fama na bo be de lo fafio ro sasa bare oh god any time better than mla wo my dey wa na re komunye yi look at the villages, the communities that we live in Isoko. If you look at them, you go even think say na bush. If you don't travel out of Isoko and they show you the video Isoko and they show it to you, you go to say that is why when they say people are coming, all these Nigeria security agents are coming to kill innocent civilians. Somehow it is very difficult for people that are in the city to find it believable because they will see that those people that the soldiers are opening GMG, firing, shooting guns into people's home. People will think that these places are bushes. They will hardly believe that these places are residential area where people live because there's no development in our area. The whole places look like bush. The whole place look like bushes. Nobody will quickly understand that these places are residential places where people live. So they will just think that probably maybe this Nigeria army, they are even in bushes. They find terrorists to the bushes, not knowing that these are homes of people where people live as a result of no development. How long are we going to continue? Isoko kenutenu. Okenutenu. Maro mama kerema honro. Ufo mama. E Nigeria vavu bobo ma. Unyo vonyere Nigeria. E vote Nigeria marisi ufo ma. Evo ete Nigeria marese wo onyaharo. Wete de mi dere vo bi Isoko no barana. Where no ma mi dere ni wo like a 10 lanes or 12 lanes. I Isoko we mejo ni na abiti bi lu edere obobo edere awana. Are ba irovenye. Ore ra no be podi o mamo e wo ni roviaro. Abi lu edere obobo de ari bi lu ku be edere awana. Ari si lu ile ni edena. Ke ari si lu edere na ke. But obi Isoko no rere oh God. Sometimes when I see Isoko, he pains me. He feels like, God, how do I convince my people? And some of my people, they are even very happy. They are very happy. They say they are happy. You are happy inside slavery. You are happy inside bush. You are happy inside suffering. You are happy inside no food. Prigo majete many sama zede very. Many sama na just about the biso. I want to say many samo banana. Many samo banana 3,000 dollars 3,005. Ya want to say many samo banana. Uki gari prigo majete. Uki ras prigo majete very. Kina bodu me baiso komati jigini wona banana no maraje je wake mo mare continue. Yes, matane Nigeria tuoma Nigeria tiwome Nigeria woma ata wo ati guvre na te wo keseni. Yes, ni ti metane Nigeria tiwome Nigeria tiwo Nigeria woma ata wo ati guvre na te je woro kuma. Ki mate je tane Nigeria tiwoma mare ja wo vre. Guvre no mare je ro ke mama. Nigeria winyo mafio. Kedikede. Soko kuru. Okutenu okifo mateno juma baroma mako makugbe mako bo nini efoma nino bo ikoze nino be kalabaze nino bi joze nino bi shekirize nino bo ikakugba nyoma igala igede ikwere ibibio itana magbobi na juma ko makugbe igodo migodo oni rati zibre ive azeman wowo magbobi na mafona mako makugbe kere ma onre roko ufo mama. Because if Nigeria, only of my ose mine no. Aka thinking on when horoku for ma awoyena thinking on when horoku for ma mine. Whether na cow na the cano no wisote ya kana owuro bonya kana owo ibibio we kalaba we jo weno oni ran we zipre ive wenya kana oni ran ya kana mapama kere makobokube marohonko for mama. My brother, as Abuja, they follow your videos for YouTube. You sound very reasonable. But it breaks my heart to still know that you are still working for Nigeria. As Abuja, you are a man with capacity. Align with your brothers. Let us fight for our freedom. Our enemies are very united to keep us in slavery. Our enemies are very united to kill all of us. What about us? They have as their victim. What they are doing according to what my mothers, our enemies know what they are doing. What about us? They are out to kill. They are out to eliminate, to annihilate. Do we know what we are doing? Do you know what you are doing? If every time you say you don't money and water, the little children are being butchered in your community. Your people are being chased from their home. But you say you be Odogu. What kind of Odogu are you? You are a very big disgrace to humanity. Let us rise up and fight for our freedom. Nigeria vavu bobo mahuye horia. Nigeria vavu bobo mahuye horia. Kava mare ruma jenu yenano. Oke no matter Biafra maseriho. Nigeria vavu bobo mahuye horia. Nigeria vavu bobo mahuye horia. Kafe mare ruma jenu yenano. Oke no matter Biafra maserio. Ure ufoma. Nigeria vavu bobo mahuye horia. Nigeria vavu bobo mahuye horia. Kafe mare ruma jenu yenano isoko. Oke no matter Biafra maserio. Thank you very much. I yield the mic.
Thank you so much, our brother Reg and Fury. That was a very wonderful submission, wonderful advice that you have given out there to Biafrans in Biafran territory, in Isoko Yoruba Biafran land, in Isha Biafran land, in Igbo Biafran land. Biafrans all over the world are listening. They have listened to your submission, my brother. It was well spot on. Thank you so much, my brother. Nonso, you are welcome. Can you hear me?
Yes, good morning. Ndewo, Wachineke. God bless you, my brother.
You can take it off from there.
Yes, so thank you very much, my comrade, my fellow brother from the region of the Isoko. That is my brother Rage and Fury. He's a proud Biafran, and I am very, very proud to call you my brother.
Exactly.
I could remember when our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told us that even though it is only one person that is standing, that we will defend Biafra land. So Rage, my brother, keep on doing whatever you are doing, keep on preaching the gospel, and I hope that everything is certainly clear to each and every one of us. This time around is not the time of differences. This time around is not the time of trying to claim relevance. No, we have been doing this thing voluntarily, right from the onset, right from the beginning, right from the day we started doing what we are doing. God knows that we never had any interest. Our interest is only the freedom of our people and our freedom, which is our number one interest. The interest of our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the freedom of his people and the freedom of our nation. The interest of our Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpan Joku is the interest of the freedom of his people and the freedom of our nation, Biafra land. Biafra land has been in existence. Biafra land has suffered a lot, and Biafra land can never be forgotten, and Biafra can never be wiped up from the surface of this earth. We are Biafrans, and we are here, to do the needful. We understand that freedom is not given, that freedom is taken. We understand that in times like this, we experience a lot of sabotage and a lot of, tribulations, but we are not shaken, we are not moved, because there are those who were born for this. There are those who were called for this, and we are here. We are here. We are standing strong. We are standing very, very firm. We are letting the zoo and letting their allies and every look and corner of all of them that have been supporting this evil. It doesn't really matter wherever they are. Any of all these African leaders, as long as they have keep mute and allow evil to trend, that evil that they have allowed to trend, they will meet it in their doorstep. They will all meet it in their doorstep. But as for Biafra, we will all emerge, because it is a divine cause. We are not giving up. We are not cowards. We are not fools. We own our land, and our territory belongs to us. It doesn't really matter the stooges or anybody they have tried to impose. We don't give a damn of any imposture, any law, any sentence or any nonsense. This thing that they are just giving it to themselves. That is on their own. That is a fact. So as you can see, every day our voices are stronger, our faces are shining, we are focused, we are not relenting. So this is the zeal and this is the spirit. Even our leader you are holding has not even given up. How much more we, the Biafra Liberation Army? They are very, very waxing strong. They are very, very waxed, and they are very, very strong. They are preparing. They are making sure that Biafra land is being protected. With the little logistic that we have been providing, we will continue to support them. We will continue to do everything possible under this earth, as long as we continue to exist. Zoo and your allies, look, the message is that, you see, Biafra land, we can never negotiate Biafra land with Fulani. We can never negotiate Biafra land with Nigeria. So if you are a governor or you are a politician or you are a senator or anything, even if you are a Biafran, a civilian, you are a Biafran, parading yourself within Biafran territory as in Nigeria, you are mad. You are mad. You need to go and check the time. I am telling you, before God and man. This one is not the time like we say, this one, they will call us, this one, call us, that one. You people are crazy. You people are all mad. You people are all what? Mad. You understand? You see, this time around it's not going to be as business as usual. If you are a police or if you are a Nigerian worker, me, I'm saying this thing because when it will start, I don't think that we need to give any notice. I don't think that we need to give any notice, because this whole nonsense is too much. Biafra land is Biafra land, and Biafra territory has been defined. The 40 state of, if you find yourself within the 40 state of Biafra land, not that you are a Biafra, if you keep parading yourself inside that 40 state and as in Nigeria, God will punish you. Because the day that we will deal with you, I will know whether it is the Nigerian zoo terrorist army that you want to bring to come and defend you. We will know. We will know how many armor tanks and how many fighter jets that you have projected to. That is the message. Since all of you are all stupid, we allow all this nonsense to keep going. You people think that it is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. All of you are all doomed. All of you are all doomed if you don't know. So, but as for people like us who understand the game, who understand what is going on, we will not allow foolish ones like you, like all these mad people that does not even know their left from their right, to come and distract us. That is the reason why I'm encouraging my brother Rage. He might be the only one speaking from his own state. He might be the only one talking. He might be the only one appearing on space, appearing on YouTube, appearing on all the whole social media, calling his people. But none of these people will listen. Let me tell you, when the rain will fall, only those that are prepared will be saved. Only those that are prepared. And whatsoever that you sow is what you will reap. That is fact. That is a fact. But as a matter of fact, keep doing yourself. Keep relenting. Keep gossiping. Your generations will suffer. Your generation, you will suffer because you are not doing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be released. If you don't know it now. You think that the Nigerian zoo government, you think that they don't know what they are doing? They are looking for a way to buy more time. They are very, very biased. They are very, very stupid. They are very, very useless. They are not even useful. They are already designated as a country of particular concern. They are the only country that is recruiting Boko Haram into their army. They are very, 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 very shameless. So they do not have any right to even do the other way around, like the way people they were saying. That is empty threat. They cannot try it. They can never. I said they can never try it. The only thing that they will do is just to talk this nonsense. This one that they say they know why they're using it to buy time, to test the fate of Biafrans, to know what Biafrans will do. They have been testing us since 5 years now. Are we not foolish? Have we not been so stupid? If we have reasoning, if we have our thinking faculty in order, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped, and we allow Nigeria to be parading him in Nigerian courts. So many of you were so stupid and so foolish. We are believing that one day Nigerian court will release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Are you people not stupid? For good 5 years, you are just only waiting for you to hear that they have pronounced life imprisonment. Now you people are now doing. You people are all mad. Hypocrites everywhere. We should stop this nonsense. We should stop this nonsense. Before Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped, he set up so many things that we amplify and give us our freedom without we going too far to this extent. But what happened? We allowed sabotage and everything to infiltrate. Even though somebody stood up again to revive that structure, what happened? You all gang up again and sabotage that person. Even though you people see that we are not relenting, because there are those who were born for this. Freedom is not for everybody. If you know that you cannot stand, you cannot fight, you are here for sabotage. You will sabotage, but you will not succeed. How many times will Mazi Nnamdi Kanu tell you people that you will sabotage, but you will not succeed? Have you people succeeded? They went to kill. Some of you collected money to sabotage our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Have you succeeded in that money that you sabotage, that you use? Is it the life imprisonment? Are you happy? Do you think that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu does not have the chance to be released from that place? Are you people not stupid? Don't you know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu now is now a political prisoner? Don't you know that we will continue to fight and we continue to defend him, no matter any nonsense that they are saying? As long as nothing happens to him, including all those lawyers, all those Igwe, any politician in Biafra land, exit Biafra land. We are before God and man, exit Biafra land. Because you people cannot, none of you will enter Biafra land without Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. From now till any time Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been released, you people think that you can become, you can be parading yourself, you can come with your janja with Boko Haram T groups to protect you. There's no problem. Every day for the thief, one day for the owner. When it will happen, nobody will talk. So respect yourself. People should go and undo those things that you people have done. Because Biafra land will never be comfortable for any of you, because Biafra land is not Nigeria. We are making it very, very clear, and nobody is going to stop us. You see where what we are doing? It doesn't really matter if you like you kidnap every one of us. It will be better. People should start building prison or building anything people know you want to do. If you can catch us, because This time around, we are very, 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 very angry. And this anger cannot be described. It can never, ever be described. You cannot even think of this anger. But at a time, if you people know what is good, remain in Abuja, remain in Sokoto. If you cross Biafra territory, whether it is in Igodomigodo land, or whether it is in Ika land, or whether it is anywhere within Biafra territory, you can be parading yourself. There's no problem. There is no problem. You understand? But one day you will understand. It will be a very bad day for you, because Biafra land is not Nigeria. Let me just hold it here for you now. Thank you very much, Mazi David.
So much, our own brother Nonso, is not Nigeria land. Biafra land is the land of the ancestors. Biafra land is the land of the rising sun. A land that Chukwu Okike Abiama prepared for the inhabitation of his children. A land that Chukwu Okike Abiama blessed and said, let my people inhabit this land and enjoy the proceeds and enjoy the blessing thereof. But only very few people are holding the people in Biafra land hostage, holding our women and children hostage, saying that we can never enjoy the proceeds that come from our land, saying that we can never be free in that land. But they are lying, and they have a shocker. It will interest them to understand that we, the Biafran people, have risen up and saying that we can never allow them to take over our land, and that our freedom is very much sacrosanct than any other thing. Those who are responsible for the sabotage of our freedom, the sabotage of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you are going to be held into account at the time. Those of you rejoicing at the calamity of the Biafran people, I want you to know that he who laughs last laughs the best. But there is one thing I want to tell the Biafran people, those who are listening all over the world. We are not fighting for a restore. We are not fighting for marginalization. We are not fighting to control a community. We are fighting to be free out of terrorism, out of slavery, out of intimidation, out of harassment, out of subjugation, out of Islamization, out of jihadist conquest. We are fighting all these vices. So it is not going to be easy. So for those of you who their spirit is dampened, rise up, dust yourself, wake up if you are sleeping. Don't be downcasted or downtrodden. Rather, I want you to put on your armor of courage. Put out your sense of reasoning. Stand your ground as a man. Be resolute going forward, because the battle has just begun. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's incarceration or conviction is a proof that Biafra is here. Because like our information minister said yesterday, you don't expect them to hand in their trophy on a platter of gold to you. No. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the Mandela of our time. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the Mahatma Gandhi of our time. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is an icon of hope and freedom for the generation in this 21st century. And the Nigerian government understands his position in the world today. So they are not going to give in their fight so easily. So what they did was to see how they can dampen your spirit, how they can break our resolve, how they can break our tenacity, how they can be able to make sure that they divide the unity that we enjoy. But like I am saying right now, they should understand that even with his incarceration, we are emboldened to do more. We are so fasting. We are so energized by the conviction of our leader, because we understand that it is what we are going to do going forward that will release our leaders in detention. So we are not going to be dampened or be weak by their useless, unlawful conviction decision. No. What we are calling on you, Biafrans, all over the world, is to come on board. Just like our APM made us to understand yesterday that some people are waking up. They are waking up from their slumber. It is a welcome development. You that is listening in YouTube, in Facebook, in X, or any platform that you get this message, why are you not waking up? Why to support your freedom? Why are you not supporting Biafran Republic government in exile? Why are you not supporting the Biafran Defense Forces for your liberation? The world is now Biafranized. The social media is very much hot. Every message, every news that is going on social media right now, 95% is about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Biafra restoration. Nigeria, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. When you talk about Nigeria, you talk about Biafra. When you talk about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you talk about Biafra. When you talk about Christian genocide, you talk about Biafra. So the world now is Biafranized. You have to come on board to lend your voice, to lend your word for the freedom of our people. As for those who are holding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the politicians in the southeast, all the fulefus that are living abroad, anywhere they are, the DOS and all the rest of them, the one Nigerianist, laugh. Laugh now. Tomorrow will be our day. Make hay while the sun is shining. Okay? This is the time for you to make a U-turn and make a change. Because you see this fight against Biafra, it can never be won by you. We are winning this fight, hands down. And you all will witness how it's going to end. You can start to, enjoy yourself now for the unlawful and the shambolic decision that was read out by your Omotosho. You cannot dampen our spirit or break our resolve. We are already prepared for what is to come, because our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu already told us that a lot is going to happen.
Mazi David.
And I should be prepared for what is to come. Yes.
Exactly, my brother. To be honest with you, and even to those who think that maybe they have succeeded. No, in a real sense or in a real fact, have they sat down and asked themselves questions? So did they think that thing that they wasted the whole lot of time and that drama that they acted, one kind of movie, that was even condemned right there in the Washington DC in their hearing? These people don't understand how, what pains me most is that Nigerians. So Nigerians that I think that they are the youth, mostly the youth, that I think that they have sense. They don't see that as nonsense. That some of them are basing on that as if maybe as if that thing that they did there has any base or has any ground. That thing that they did there was part of nonsense. It was just like maybe when we are saying that since Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been there 5 years, they have not convicted him. One can't charge this, 14 can't charge this. This one they will stroke it. Now they say, okay, today since this thing is too much, we are tired. Let us just say do anything. Now the only best option that they could come up with is life. In life imprisonment. Is it more than the 5 years that they have been detaining him without no judgment? Somebody that you kidnap, you are telling us that how does that make sense in any way? Is it because that countries of the world are silent? Is it because that many people world leaders have not begin to really ask questions? Is that the reason why Nigeria think that they can go do all this nonsense and get away with it? Let them wait now. We are in Washington DC. That is the fact. We are in Washington, D.C. If the whole world, the whole African countries, they saw all this evil, they witnessed it, and they kept quiet, let them keep quiet, no problem. Because what goes around will come around. It doesn't really matter their interests. All those things that people are thinking, Nigeria, because today, you see this Nigeria, if we are talking about Nigeria today, so many countries, so many people, mostly these African countries, they don't visit Nigeria. They don't stay. If they come, they will go to Ireland, go to this thing, and just spend 2 weeks and go back. The people that invite them will just take them to all those small fancy places, and they think that that is how life ends. These people don't even know that there is a place like Taraba, there's a place like Katsina, there's a place like Kanu, there's a place like Sokoto. If you ask them, they will say Abuja, Lagos. Very foolish and very stupid people. And these are the kind of people that will sit back and watch all this evil to happen, and they think that they are making sense. I pity for all of you and your generation, because the day that any of you will even visit that Abuja, it will no longer be safe for you again. Even the Lagos will no longer be safe and comfortable for you again. Nigeria will happen to you. You all are seeing how Nigeria army, how Nigeria politicians, how Nigeria government is recruiting Boko Haram. People that kill, people that buy innocent children, kidnap, rape, and commit all manner of atrocities. They recruit them and integrate them into army, into forces. And you have the infantry to sit back in your country or wherever you are residing, and you are talking about Nigeria. May Nigeria happen to you and your family. It shall never be well with all of you. You people should be very, very careful on the way you people interfere in any issues like this. Because if you want to know, you don't just sit back and talk and watch on television and watch those nonsense that you watch and you conclude. Because if you want to ask all those foolish people that call themselves Nigerians in your country. Ask them, how many years since you came here? How many times have you live here more than 20 years? How many years have you lived in your country, Nigeria? Wicked and foolish people. So what we are saying here is that, we are not giving up, and the needful must be done. We are calling on all our people wherever they are, because all this propaganda and all this their lies and all this nonsense that they are doing, they think that they can start it with Biafrans. They are just wasting their time. They are wasting their time, because what they did there is to get up. Maybe they think that maybe by now we will start coming out and start saying, hey, or maybe by now David will not be here again. Maybe by now I will not be here again. It's a lie. There is nothing that the people can do it can never break us down. It will even make us stronger, and it can never even make us slack any inch. So you people are just wasting your time. The reality must be told. The fact must be told. So whatever that you people are doing, this one, that one, if you see people have refused to do the needful, that is on your own. We'll continue to do the needful, and we know that our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the same way you people went to Kenya to kidnap him, you will return him. You must return him. So you were just trying to put that fear in the mind of you are trying to entertain your Nigerian people. It is not with Biafrans. Nigerian government were just trying to entertain their stupid Nigerians that does not even have brain to think. Because when the time will come, it is those stupid ones that people have deceived for years will begin to ask you people questions. They will be the one to be stoning all of you by themselves. Because I don't think that these people are with their right senses. How can you kidnap somebody from Kenya and you are telling us that you want to try him? How can you kidnap somebody from Kenya and you are saying he jumped bay? This is Arab nonsense. The issue is that it seems like somehow the contraction is still existing. So that is the reason why it seems like maybe it's still existing because of the blood of Biafrans, the blood of innocent Christians that they have been massacring for their interest. So that is the reason why it is existing. As long as the British and the China or whosoever that is supporting this evil are benefiting from Biafra land, the oil, the crude oil, the natural resources and everything, they are taking. Even now, they are even exporting our human resources. Like most of our brothers and sisters are all over the world, exploring with their human resources, because even now, natural resources is not even enough. They need Igbo, they need Biafran's human resources to, that is why they really want to displace us, take over our land, take over everything that we have, so we'll be able to be scattered all over the world, making sure that they continue to use us as that slave that they think that we're. No, it will never happen. It will never happen. We understand. It doesn't really matter. We know the meaning of freedom. People like me, people like our leader, people like Mazin Namdekan, people, we are many, we are millions, we are more than billions. So the earlier the better. We are not stopping, we are not shaking, we will continue to fund, we will continue to speak, we will anytime, any day, we will fight. We will fight, we will make sure we defend our land because it is what belongs to us. It is our right. There is nobody, until Biafra is recognized. This is not 1967 and it can never be. It doesn't really matter the humiliation. It doesn't really matter the intimidation. It doesn't really matter any kind of subduction. We will never succumb. It doesn't really matter. We will continue to fight until what rightfully belongs to us justice is being done. Our Prime Minister Mazi Samonepa must be released. Finland, you think that you have gotten it all? We all end in shame and disgrace. You see what you have done to your citizen? You will all end with shame and disgrace because he did nothing. You all will be disgraced because Biafra will be recognized. Biafra will be recognized. So you people should wait. Biafra will be recognized. It is not by our power, it's not by our mind. But you see, as for what we are doing, because our leader was talking, you went to arrest him and say he's inciting. Am I not talking? Is there anything that am I not talking? How many of us are talking? You people are very, very stupid because if somebody just come up and identify himself as prime minister or as leader, you people will think that if you go after that person, you have gotten to us. You people are all mad. You people are all mad. You are all mad. Your generation are mad. That is what, in short, there's no need for talking too much. We will continue to do what we are doing, defending our land. We are calling our people to continue to support Biafra government in exile. So that we'll be able to continue to lobby the international community to gain our recognition, and while we continue to defend our land. Though let me see, as we are engaging the United States of America in Washington DC and defending our land with more woto, let me know whether Nigerian government will not release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Let me know how Biafran territory want to be comfortable for them inside Nigeria. It will not happen. You understand? So the fact is already clear. The game is on. So I believe that since that day of that judgment, I believe that now, even including the governors, including those politicians, all those stooges, both the Igwes, all those political bingos everywhere in Biafra land, whether they have been in Abuja or whether they always visit, I know that they have already decided their fate and they have already taken their stance. And I know that they already know that from that day, that 40 states that we have already mapped out is Biafra territory. So they have already agreed already that these 40 states are Biafrans. So if you find yourself within those territory as a Nigeria, or you are parading yourself as a Nigeria, you're your own, you know. We might not even talk to you, we might not even mind you, but there will be no very good day for you at the end of the day. So that is just the fact. So if our people refuse to understand this fact and act to it, walk towards it, we are not Nigeria again. No, we are not Nigeria. If you are in Biafra territory and you are thinking that you are in Nigeria, you are a fool. Anything happen to you under Nigeria, that one is your own. If you find yourself under Biafra territory, just know that you are a Biafran. You continue to protect yourself. You continue to observe your left and right. Don't say anytime when these zoo terrorists, when they catch you now, you say, they ask you this one. Protect yourself. Protect yourself. Protect yourself and support the Biafran government in exile. Support the Biafran government in exile. Let us fund our Biafran Liberation Army. These are the only army, these are the only legitimate army that will protect our land, that will secure us. These are the only police that will police our land. We should support our own. We have to support our own. If these people can do this kind of thing to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, remember that none of you are free. None of you are free. So that is my message to each and every one of us. We will continue the funding, we'll continue talking, we'll continue supporting, we'll continue creating awareness, we'll continue exposing the zoo, and until justice is being met, until our leaders are released, and until Biafra is being recognized. Thank you very much, Mazi David. Ndewo from here.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, our brother. Thank you for your wonderful submissions. We really appreciate you. Ndewo nwa Chineke. Yeah, Biafrans. I wanted to play, I wanted to play the media briefing of our APM and our information minister yesterday. For most of you who are not part of this liberation, to understand that a lot is happening. A lot of people are coming on board. And we are asking you, why are you staying far away? Come on board and support your freedom. You can support in the secret. You can support in the open. You can embrace the IOU loan and make money for yourself as well. IOU loan, you loan the government your money and get 100% interest rate on it. People now understand that it is BRGIE that is standing for the Biafran nation, speaking for their freedom. And people are now calling on our APM for them to support. It is a welcome development. And we are asking you that is not supporting, come on board. Today we have another town hall meeting. This is an opportunity for you to log in and support. You can go to our website and also make your donation. If there is any information that you need to know about the diplomatic engagement in Washington, D.C., go to the website and get that information. Very, 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 very important. Any information, the engagement that our APM have been having, all the engagement, go there at biafrarepublicgovernment.org. All in small, small letters, written in full. Then .org. Click that link. It will take you directly to the Biafran Republic Government in Exile web page. You can click on the diplomatic, anything you want to find out is there, all written there, with evidences, with the meetings that our AP have had. All of them are there. It is not hearsay. It is not something that you expect to tell you. You go there and educate yourself, so that when you are making your donation, you can be rest assured that your money is going to the right sources. In that website as well, the IOU loan there is already there. Everything you need to know about BRGIE is there. So we need your support. Everybody's support is needed at this time. Very, very important. We are getting international recognition. International recognition. This man that you see here is Dr. Walid Faiz. Dr. Walid Faiz is foreign policy advisor to President Trump. In the tweet he made this morning, he's telling the world that it is due for Biafra to be recognized alongside Somaliland. So this is as a result of the good work that our APM, our lobbyists and our attorneys are doing in Washington, D.C. The world is now Biafranized. The world is hearing our voices. And why the world is doing that, we have to continue to support our government holistically with everything that we have. Just like I played to you the issue of our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You saw it happen. You saw how it was even being televised in the American Congress. The Congress spoke about it. They know about it. They are working on it. So Biafra is here. For you that is eating hamburger in America, reserve that money for hamburger in America and pay it into the Biafran Liberation Task Fund. For you that is eating shawarma, reserve that money and pay it into the Biafran Defense Forces for your liberation. For you that is going to hotels and lodging women here and there, that money can be put to a very useful use for the children, women of Biafra that are under the subjugation of the Nigerian state. Because once Biafra land is liberated, every one of us will be free. For you that love For you that love buying properties here and there, this is not the time to buy properties here and there. This is the time to secure your territory. First of all, before you can talk of buying properties, because it is only when you are alive that you can enjoy the property that you are buying. So my wonderful Biafran brothers and sisters, I want you to know that this is time for us to support our freedom. Time to support our freedom is now. There is no better time than now, because it is happening in Washington, D.C. as a result of the good Lord of Elias Diarasoris, of the Jim Mora Global and Strategies, and as well as the consistent approach of our APM, His Excellency Active Honorable Ogechukwu Nkere, and the commitment of the Biafran people under the Biafran Republic government in exile and the de facto in the homeland. Very, very important. So, Nonso, if you have anything to say before I play that media chat yesterday with our yesterday with our APM and our information minister with Elias. Do you have anything to say before I play it?
Mazi David, you know, what I'm still saying is that my message is to our people. You see, onwere ihe ndị Igbo na-asị, asị na nganga butu ụzọ ọdịda esoro ya. At this point that we are, this is not the time for pride. This is not the time for relevance. This is not the time for positions. But this is the time for us to come together as one people, as one family that we are. As long as we believe in our freedom, and we have seen all these years, right from the beginning, right from 1967 till date, we haven't gotten to this. We haven't gotten this kind of awareness. And so many people are not speaking up. And this is not just, you know, the act of just maybe we coming up on social media, talking and going back to our beds or our works or anything. It is not. It didn't just end there. It's not just by protest. It didn't end there. It didn't even. Those things was like, you know, was countered. Everything that we have been doing has been countered, because that is the importance of lobbyists. And all these things has been what we Biafrans have been suffering for years. That is why it seems like maybe we donate, we make money, we contribute. At the end of the day, it seems like, you know, nothing is happening, because we lack some certain areas in some certain things that we, you know, even though that we have been sabotaged, even though that we have been, you know, infiltrated somehow, you know, but at least we still have so many good people, and we shouldn't be deceived. We should understand that all those activities, and even those ones that say that they are doing underground, and those things are just camouflage. It's not by that. It's not like that. Freedom fighting is not something that is not underground. It's facts. It's based on reality. It's based on you cannot get freedom based on lies. You cannot get freedom based on force. Freedom is based on fact and reality. And that is what we are fixing, and that is what we are asked for. We have sacrificed so many things, so many of you, because of one or two things, because of your interest. Even when we are talking about interest, it is not only the so-called Janjaweed or the so-called allies or so-called people that are taking our oil that have their interest. No, some of you have business interests. I don't understand the kind of business you people are doing. Some of you have this kind of interest of, like, you know, once in a while you go home, you exaggerate, you show yourself, you do those kind of things, you intimidate people. That is just basically some of your interests, and this is how stupid and how myopic your mindset has gotten to, and this is not good. You might think that I'm too rude, or maybe my manners is not pleasant to your ear, but I'm telling you the fact. We have to erase all these mentalities from our mindset. so that we'll be able to face reality. Are we happy seeing our people suffering? Are we happy, you coming back home, you are in your street, you are the only one that have one house, one house like that maybe that can be, can be appreciated, and by the way, the road led to that house is untied. The people on that street, they are all tattered, they are all suffering, and you feel proud, you feel happy, you think that you are living. But when you come to abroad or wherever you are residing, you see how everybody are living, you see how everybody, reason, you see how everybody thinks, you see how everybody behave, you see the freedom that each and every one of us exercise. And you think that those things cannot be implemented in Biafran land for our own people, for your own people, for these people that you claim that you love, for your brothers and sisters, your families, your siblings that you claim that you always go back home to visit. Are you people not ashamed of yourselves? Some of you, when you visit, you only spend 2 weeks in your home, in your village, because you don't feel secure, you don't feel comfortable. You spend the remaining months in Lagos and Abuja. And when you are spending those remaining ones in Lagos and Abuja, you only move from because you are very, very useless, you are very, very stupid, you don't think, you only think of that container, that nonsense business that they will burn down tomorrow. You don't even think about something that for future. What of if you are gone? Is it this same mess, this same nonsense, this same suffering, this same argument, this same pain, this same intimidation that you have left for your who are you leaving your children for? Is it for Fulani? The connections you have with Fulani friends, and you think you have arrived? Do you think that when the Fulanis are oppressing your children will now start calling the Fulanis that they should come and rescue them, and they will listen to them? Are you okay? So, this time around, the fact still remains that we'll continue to preach the gospel, because we are freedom fighters, we are volunteers, we are children of God. We, no matter how harsh, no matter how angry we are, we will still continue to urge and encourage those of our brothers and sisters, that might be one way, be deceived, because there are so many ways, these people try to infiltrate. But thank God for many of us who are still standing till today. So I encourage those of our brothers and sisters, wherever you are, from the Godo and other parts of Biafran land, this is the time for you all to rise up and continue to support, because if you relent and you continue to relent, just know it, have it in mind that they will come. So this time around, I'm very, very sure that my happiness is that nobody now will blame, we say Biafran Liberation Army. Nobody now will say Biafran government in exile. So it seems like now, if you don't know that it is a Biafran government in exile and the Biafran Liberation Army that is the only legitimate government that we have as it stands now in Biafran land, then it is very, very clear that you are on your own. So anything that you are doing and you think that you say you are doing underground, then no problem. Make sure you do that underground to protect protect Biafran land. So if you think that you are in Izo, you are in Igodomi, that as everything has been like this now, this is there's no need. If you have concluded that you want to remain in, you want to continue to be a slave in Nigeria, there's no problem. But know it that that Biafran land that you think that you want to relax and you don't want to, is not Nigeria. Because that is the only time that you will understand that it's not Nigeria. It is when they will come for you. That time you will need to defend yourself, because since you have failed to ally yourself with Biafran people, then the Fulani Janjaweed will come and remember you that you are a Biafran, and that time you will have no excuse. You understand? So it is left for each and every one of us to use our tongue to count our teeth. If you know you have any other army elsewhere that will guide and protect your village, because some of you are thinking of vigilante, you want to give them a pop action, come and shoot. You people are funny. You people are very, very funny. When the people that we are talking about are coming with a GPNG machine gun, different kind of latest this thing that they have already collected from their sponsors, which is the Nigerian government, that you think that it will protect you. There's no need now. So the only thing that is there is that we, the Biafran people, because of Biafra interest, because of our people, we will continue to do the needful. You understand? Because we will not allow fools like you, like all of you, fools like you that do not have the ability to think and know the right thing to do at the right time. We will not allow you people to infiltrate and bring all this Janjaweed to take over our land, because we'll continue to fight, and very soon, before you know it, because you people might be thinking that you will see how they will going to do it. You will be surprised. All of you will be surprised. It is not what you think. The will of God must be done. It is, you cannot change it. Nobody, me, I cannot change it. Me that is speaking here today, am I speaking here because I'm too powerful? But I'm speaking here because it is the right thing to do. Even though you put gun on my head, you put anything, you want to kill me, but I will speak the truth. Biafra will be recognized, and all of you will be put to shame. By the time Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, our prime minister, and each and every one of us will be returning home, what will be your fate? You that is a Biafran that refused to support. You that is a Biafran that refused to speak. You that is a Biafran that was criticizing. You that is a Biafran that was used as a sabotage. What will be your fate? No problem. Wherever you people are today, you think that you are a citizen of this, you are a citizen of that. You have this, you have that. But very soon, you all will live to regret all those things. But, you know, support the right cause, do the right thing. Now you still have the opportunity. Now you still have the time. You have to turn back from your evil ways. You have to return back to your origin. Return back and support light, because that darkness that you people are rallying around, because so many of you now are warming up. You want to visit the zoo again, even in this kind of situation. All of you now are juggling up and down. You think that it is only you people that can visit the zoo, that love how to visit zoo inside this situation, instead of us to sit back and observe and watch and see how we can do what we can do to support, to defend our land and to defend our cause. You people have concluded. You people have concluded with this Janjaweed kangaroo judgment, and now you people want to be jumping. The only prayer I'm praying for most of you is that Nigeria will happen to you. That is just the prayer. That at least if you are going with your two legs, at least if you are coming back with your life, at least let one leg be removed. At least by the Fulani Janja, so that you will have some story to tell. At least as you are going, at least let them deal with you small, so that you understand what is going on. Because this time around, since they have succeeded in doing what they think that they have succeeded in doing what they have done, then how much more you think that you are relevant? I will know if that your Fulani Janjaweed will come and rescue you when Nigeria will happen to you. Thank you very much, Mazi David. You can go ahead and play the audio. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Nonso. Okay, let me just play it for our viewers. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your time with us here, and we'll continue to do the needful. Dear friends, we will continue to support our freedom, because this is the time for us to be free out of the terrorist Nigerian state. So thank you so much, my wonderful brother, for being part of this program. So dear friends, listen and get what our APM, our lobbyists, and our information minister have to say about what is happening in Washington, D.C. in regard to Biafran freedom.
David, am I being heard? Because I'm not hearing any sound.
Not prove any case. Even till now, we are still in court. They cannot prove any case. All talk as if they are
Defense Force. Now let me bring something to in. For those of you that can pronounce life imprisonment. That was read by the Yoruba judge.
Or the same pattern years
Criminal police of his leadership. With all the attack and with everything that has come against him, you don't see him give up. If now many of them for don't push since, but this is a man of resilience. This is a man that stands his ground. This is the same man that you people say want to kill a PM. But this is the same man that the King PM matter to Washington DC to discuss with all the lawmakers to see to his release. You people say you want to kill Onyendu, but it is the same person that is Onyendu and PM to Washington DC, discussing with all the lawmakers every day for them to hear what Nigeria have done. So without wasting too much time, because, I don't know how to gratify this man or to tell him thank you that to equate what he has done. No, I don't know the word that I can use to describe. I just pray that God will continue to bless him and enrich him with wisdom and give him more strength and enablement for him to face the bigger task that is of him, because the responsibility in his hand now has increased more than what he had before. So Biafran people, join me to welcome His Excellency, the Prime Minister of Biafran people, and he also have to introduce his famous guest. Thank you, APM, and you has taken the stage, so do well to introduce your guest so that I can bring your guest to the studio as well. Over to you, APM. There was.
Thank you very much, humble Minister of Information, Mazi Sonia Barawa. Since yesterday, some of us, first of all, greeting our fellow Biafrans. We appreciate everyone. We appreciate our leaders, and we will remain strong. They cannot break our spirit. And no matter what, The terrorist state of Nigeria with her allies cannot take our freedom away from us. It's a promise. This looking at here, let me refresh some of our memory. Mazin Namdekanu said, when crazy, India, when mad like him, Biafra will come. I'm crazy. I am very hard for freedom. Let me welcome my very good friend and a partner. We see almost every day. We even sign 1 a.m. in the morning, 2 a.m. We're talking about issue of our freedom. Never a time 1 year that we discuss our Biafra. It's all about the benefit and freedom of Biafran people. Please,
yeah, I turned off my phone. My apologies.
Welcome to the show tonight. And I think next week you also have a POC going on. So this is probably going to be like part of preview of it. But welcome, Biafran people. I'm happy to have you today. I personally am grateful for the opportunity. You walk around the clock. I don't know what lobby in this world that you will hire that will work for you 24 hours. Biafra people. We need to appreciate those that have come and sacrificed to fight for freedom of Biafra. Mercury, the former lobby that was hired by when this movement be under IPOB. IPOB is indigenous people of Biafra. By then, we don't have a government. And you cannot use a group of people or a man on to lobby U.S. government. That is why they did not succeed after spending that huge amount of money. You can be U.S. government, especially if it is so that relate people or a particular country, or just like us that is fighting for our freedom. Because we now have a government, that is why we find it very easy to get to the heart of United States of America. But if we have still proceed with the same process of IPOB group or the same pattern years ago, we would not succeed. IPOB at the time hired two different lobby, two different contracts, actually two of three. I believe the last one is Bruce Fine, who is not even a lobby. We are glad to have you, Elias. Welcome to this evening broadcast or show. I think we'll be talking about what happened yesterday and what we expect. And I also want your input on like what we need to do. My fellow citizen, the harder the Nigerian terrorist government come, the harder will become. We have the template and we know or have what it takes to give us our freedom. We all need to come on board and support. Now that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is sentenced, you see this evil woman, Bianca, just a few days ago here in Washington, D.C., parading her evil self to destroy the Biafran movement. She's with the Nigerian terrorist. Quick to make a comment. That is, this sentencing is not the expect. What did she expect? She never wanted our leader Nnamdi Kanu to be released. She really want him dead. He's the same evil one that ran to Finland so that Mazi Simon can be in prison. Evil people everywhere. Therefore, know your problem. Deal with your problem. Hold those accountable wherever they are. You, my fellow citizens, know where they are. I don't have to tell you how to do it. I believe you know what to do. Rise up. Wake up. Fight. Fight for your freedom. Don't give up. No retreat. Surrender. If you retreat, you surrender. Then, what happened from 1967 to 1970? Our fallen heroes will never forgive us. Our loved ones that were massacred, starved to death. Just imagine, over 3,000 children were starved to death. If that don't touches you, are you a true Biafran? Ongoing war in Biafra land today, which the fake news media from CNN to BBC to Arise channel, they don't report it. The same playbook of what happened during the genocidal war. Choose to report to the world what is happening. But we Biafran people are doing everything we can on social media to expose this evil country called Nigeria. Destroy Nigeria from. As you all have seen, they are attacking Brgie. They are attacking me. They are attacking our wonderful friend here, Elias. Because he's our friend, more than a friend and more than a co-partner. We work together. They are attacking us, going gaga, going crazy. Elias, I think you're gonna talk more when it comes from people how these Nigerian terrorists who made them go crazy. I don't even know why they wake up very late. They did something. When we were cooking this for over a year, no. They quickly run to Finland. Even whatever they have done, we are still pushing. And they think trying to imprison our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu with the useless life sentences they're talking about, which we not stand. Our activity here in the States of America with the sanctions and condemnation by the international community now will be disgraced. That we have no any other option than to release him. It's a promise. And for those that have worked with this terrorist country to imprison our leader, we will hold them accountable one way or the other. The land of Biafra contained us, we are there. They better leave Biafra land. Not a threat, it's a promise. You reap what you sow. If you do good, you will be rewarded with good. If you do bad, you will be rewarded with bad. If you commit crime, you face the consequences. There's always two sides of the coin. All of them, from Bianca, all the evil dead Kanunta, I hope you are. That's what you wishes for over how many years? All of you are happy now. All these lawyers that have been, I hope they are speaking now. I hope all illegitimate evil governors. Oh my, how do you feel seeing your fellow brother imprisoned by your enemy? Saludo, how do you feel? Mba, I sleep good. Oti, how do you feel? What happened to Sunday Igbo? Why didn't the same country imprison him? What happened to Shekumi? Shekumi, all these terrorists, sometimes their name not really relevant. All these terrorists that have identified themselves, all those that are working with the terrorists like Shekumi, Gumi or something, why haven't Nigerian terrorist states imprisoned them? All terrorists that have been having meetings, negotiating with the Nigerian government, why haven't they been imprisoned? Both the ones that they integrate to their military. This wake up. Say disgrace. It's a show of force. They are intimidating us, looking down on us. Rise up. Rise up. Do that which is right. Your freedom, and it will not be given to you. You have to fight for your freedom. But long as I live, as long as I live, we will reach. We will not forgive unless if they want us to forgive and do the right thing. We will come after every saboteur, both home and abroad. We pay. And for those that thought we have news of them, you're going nowhere. We'll cage you back so that you can make sure you don't destroy what we are doing. Elias, welcome. You can go ahead and have one of your to BIAFRANS and you forward. And I believe, we all believe, there is hope, there is light at the end of the tunnel. We can hear that from Washington, D.C. yesterday by our first man here, James, the one we are seeing the picture, a great man, a man of faith, a man who believes in justice, the way he spoke outwardly, using the imprisonment of leader Mazin as a case study to educate United States of America. The reason they for Nigeria or support Nigeria. I think you can shed a little bit light on this. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. It's an honor to be here to address the people. I want to say that we are making historic strides, and from Washington, D.C., we have brought Nigeria to its knees. We have broken Nigeria diplomatically. The pressure of the U.S. government is breaking that country, and it's weakening that country. And if we continue, and concurrently, the U.S. government supports Biafra, and it is moving in that direction already. You know, there's been the discussion about the Christian genocide narrative, which we've been amplifying, we've been supporting. There's now discussion about as well by top people here in Washington, D.C. You've seen state individuals like Walid Perez, who's a longtime foreign policy advisor to President Trump and other senior Republican presidential candidates. You've seen even outside the United States statements from Gunther and other eminent officials. So we are at a historic point. And I think Biafra is no longer a dream or an aspiration, reality. And I think now it's going to come quicker, sooner than people think. And to be honest, even sooner than I thought. I think we're moving at a fast pace that anyone could have anticipated. So I want those to know who always yearned for Biafra but thought that it was never realistic, that it is now at our doorstep. We're very close, and you know, there's certain things that we publicize, but there are a lot of very high-level things we don't publicize because they're too sensitive. So I can assure you that Biafra, we're discussing the Biafra at the highest levels of the U.S. government. There's a lot of support, a lot of sympathy, a lot of interesting ideas are being shared with us, and vice versa. And we're having those conversations. Which we can't divulge, but very interesting conversations are had regarding our collaboration. And so Nigeria is panicking. That's why they're attacking me. Senior Nigerian officials have called me criminal, the senior advisor to Tinubu. Other ones have attacked me. It seems like every other day, different Nigerian ministers attack me, Brgie, or the acting prime minister. And this shows you that the government of Nigeria knows who the real players are, who the serious people are. You know, they're attacking us. They're not attacking, you know, IPOB, DOS, BGC, whatever, all these names. You know, I think it's understood by everyone that the Biafra government is the only real player in town. Whether that's the U.S. government or our adversary, the government of Nigeria. And so I think we're in a historic path. And you see the influence that we have in our education campaign. People, the prime minister, the acting prime minister has met with, are discussing Biafra. The minister met with Congressman John James in the past, and in the regional hearing, Congressman James condemned the outrageous conviction and sentence of Nnamdi Kanu, which is just did not happen in the past in congressional hearings. So now, not just Christian genocide, Biafra, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, these things are now being openly talked about in internationally televised U.S. congressional hearings. So we're getting very close. We just need the Biafrans to the Biafra government, and the goal is very close by. So the most important thing I can encourage Biafrans is not get distracted, and to just stay focused and support the Biafra government. Our goal is really at hand. We're not far off at all. We're very close, and I'm very proud of what we've done. And Mr. Acting Prime Minister, you've been both a friend and a partner, and it's an honor to be with you. And I know the Nigerian is going to go very gaga saga because you, Mr. have become very influential in Washington. So the Nigerians, I think they're aware that there's nothing they can do against us here in the United States, which I think will make them go more crazy. So I'm sure over time, the Nigerian government will go more and more crazy and more lunatic. They should, because we're going victorious in the end. And I also, again, want to offer my sympathies to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu on his outrageous conviction and imprisonment with the life sentence. It's absolutely outrageous. He's the Nelson Mandela of our time. And like Nelson Mandela, we will help and be instrumental in his release. What helped Nelson Mandela in his release was the pressure of the international community, the U.S. government, on the apartheid government of South Africa. Similarly, with our influence with the U.S. government, with our growing in the international community, I'm sure that similar to the campaign to free Nelson Mandela, we could have a similar campaign for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and we will be able to his release. This is not a legal issue. Legal charges that the government has come up with are completely nonsensical. Nigeria doesn't even have the jurisdiction to try Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, whom they illegally kidnapped. This is completely a political persecution with bogus charges, and as such, the solution will be political. And the pressure of the U.S. government and the international community ultimately will be successful in the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So I just want to express my sympathies to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the people of Biafra, who I know have been very devastated news, as have I and anyone of good conscience. So I just want to give you my greetings. Unfortunately, I will have to go for another engagement, but I just want to stop by, even if briefly, to pay my respects to His Excellency, the Acting Prime Minister, to Information Minister, all the ministers in the government, and also our wonderful Brgie supporters and the Biafran people. So thank you. It's an honor to be your voice in Washington with His Excellency, the Acting Prime Minister. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Elias. Thank you. I appreciate what you are doing. And together we'll come out victorious. And just as you said, I think we have had this conversation several times on the speed that we are moving. You know, so we have been very close. Just like you said, there's some very sensitive engagement that we have had that we can't just be in public domain for now until the appropriate time. But all I can tell my fellow citizens is that Biafra is here. It's in our doorstep. So we just have to grab it, do what is right. And whoever that can to disrupt or stop us from getting to our vision, we will hold that person accountable. So because we are not playing, we are not joking. We will be more brutal. We will go as hard like never before. Because this great country called Nigeria, they don't give a damn. They don't care. They don't care. They don't know how to negotiate. They don't know how to make things work. At first, when President threatened Nigeria and that, you know, gone ablaze. If Nigeria had been a country that know how to engage with international community, they'll do the right thing. What they will do, they will say, okay, they will mend and redirect their course, but rather they try to fight it and shake it out like, oh, nothing is happening. There is no general, even to the extent their foreign affairs minister was lying on a Per Morgan show just a few days ago, when he said that for the past 5 years, only 177 or 70 people were killed. And so that tells you the kind of country Nigeria is. Nigeria is not a country. That's just the fact. Thank you, Elias. I don't want to hold you up so that you can leave. We appreciate you stopping by.
Thank you. I would be here for many more hours because I love these shows and engagements and interviews that we do. The only thing is, unfortunately, I have another engagement I must go to, but it's an honor to be here. And my respects to our wonderful and spectacular Minister of Information, Sunny Akbarwala. Good to see you, my dear friend. Always good to see you as always. We're lucky to have you, and so blessed to have you. And you've been, been with us through these very tough, through the toughest times, and you've always been a voice of sanity and reason and common sense, as has the acting prime minister. So we're so lucky and to have your to have you, and I know Biafrans feel the same way. And look, if Nigeria is going crazy now, I'll leave on this note. If Nigeria is going crazy now, believe you me, next few weeks and months, I think some of them will start having heart attacks. That's all I can say. Or some of them will be fainting. So, we have a lot of them, and the acting prime minister knows what I'm talking about. So, anyhow, great to be with you. And not only Nigerian officials, but also all these Biafran saboteurs. Some of them are going to be fainting when they see what's about to come. So anyhow, wonderful to see you, my friends, and our wonderful Biafran friends watching. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Elias. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
My fellow citizens, Biafrans, where do we go from here now? Those of you that have been sitting on the fence with Nnamdi Kanu when he's released, before you do.
Our APM's network went down. Yeah, APM, your network went down.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Biafrans, our enemies, they have laid ambush on us. They are watching us. Our body movement. They want to know how we respond. My fellow citizens, what is the way forward? The way forward is for us to find our freedom. The key to liberate our land lies on funding. With funding, we can do more. We can knock more doors in Washington, D.C. We can lobby more. We can give the Nigerian terrorists a water. We can feed them, match them with whatever they. The pressure from Washington, D.C., and the pressure of how we'll be fighting them brutally, they have no choice than to come and negotiate with our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And for our leader siblings, the lawyers, every other groups, what is the way forward? I received a call today from one Igbo group. I'm not going to mention this Igbo group. I'm from the country. It happened today, a few hours ago, that they are ready to join what we are doing. Yes, that's a good call today. that they are ready to do what we are doing, that we'll hear from them. I'm not going to mention country, just in case they watch. Yes, that they have been following an Igbo group from a particular country, put a call across. More is expected. We are Biafrans. Let's set our differences apart and save our dear life. Save our country. Don't even save mine. You can take my own life, but save the life of the innocent women, children, Biafran people. Take mine, save Biafran people. Then if you don't want to live, if you don't want to save yours, save love, dear family. I don't mind sacrifice for Biafra. When Jesus Christ died here on earth, he sacrificed. People have sacrificed themselves to save others. It's not a big deal. If you come to that, so be it. If you all watch Titanic, whether the story is true or not, some sacrifice themselves, even the last boat that they're supposed to escape with. They decide to drown with the big, gigantic Titanic ship. Is we sacrifice for our people. It's a good thing. Always reward, and we believe we will live again, one way or the other. What will you profit you, like Obi Kubana and others, to let yours be overrun by your enemy, and you will be somewhere in camp, pumping champagne, throwing parties, enjoying your lives, while your village is wiped. Then when you're done without your mess, when you get back to your village, you will find out that your village is already occupied by these invaders. What will you do? You will have no choice. Either to live by their demand, or you disappear. Go back to your child. Is that what you want? Then somebody like Obi Kubana or Chief Priest, you come back home. If name of your village is in Port Street, the village name will be renamed to what is this their name? Osmadam Fodio something name. Or Omwa here will be renamed. What is all these Islamic names?
Hero.
Nahiro. Or Nisha, they will turn on Nisha and name it Dango. Instead of your red cap, they will change it to black. Instead of the normal masquerade, women will be wearing masquerade, black. Every woman with their black masquerade, parading. When you see your wife walk past you, you don't even know that's your wife, because you can't see the face of that masquerade. We have to return the women, our sisters, to masquerade. Because in our culture, it's only masquerade that cover their whole full body. You can't even see the face. Is that what you want? Biafran people, Biafra is here. We are. This is Angel for those that play sports. When it's injury time, you see both teams are doing everything they can to score the winning goal. Nigeria is like Titanic about to sink. Nigeria is collapsing every day, gradually. Let Nigeria collapse so we can be free. Support your freedom. We are wise people, we know what to do. But we don't want to allow our wiseness to turn us to be cowards. Biafra is trending. Just like Elias said earlier, it's not common to see a member of Congress to make a reference, just like Congressman James did, to make a reference to the kind of injustice towards the Biafran Christian people. He brought it in to ask the United States of America for them to see what they just did to our leader Mazin Namdekan. What Congressman James to ask United States of America, is it a country like Nigeria they should support? Country, any support that we get from United States of America, they will use it to the innocent citizens, Biafran Christians and Nigerian Christians. They will use the taxpayers of America to fund this terrorism. If America have one way or the other way, give Nigeria aids of any type. Thank you. I know we are Honorable Minister of Nation have already spent over 2 hours before this join. Every sabo will be heard. It doesn't matter how you sabotage. Whether you disease from sabotaging, whether you are in the lawyer group, whether you are in those groups that deceive our leader, or against what we are doing, repent. Whether you are in the political elite class like Soludo Obi, Peter Obi, I hope all of you are smiling, waiting for 2027. That 2027 will take all of your head. That all of you evil people are wishing for will happen to all of you. Please follow Biafrans. Our website is open 24/7. Biafra Republic Government.org. Donate. Donate for your freedom. Fund your freedom. We have some of our citizens today that have been doing what is right, doing the needful by funding, supporting financially. I'm not your name. We appreciate you. You know who you are. Having support is here. If you don't feel it from Washington yesterday, I don't know if you live in this planet Earth. For member of US lawmakers to talk about what just happened in Nigeria, how they oppress the Biafran Christian, how their law operate a lawless country without due process. If you are not saying it, if you are not feeling it, you have a problem. And for those that want to speak up like Obi Kubana, chief priest, even this evil woman called Bianca, they are speaking. Bianca, hear your voice. Your family, I don't know how your parents brought you up. The cursed family, Bianca. People, the land of Biafra will work against you and your family. because this pain will not forgive unless you all repent. Please, if you want to support Anonymous, contact the Minister of Information or go to our website. If you don't want to use your real email or point of contact, just provide any, we can contact you. Support freedom, support financially, the land of Biafra will bless you, never forget you. And you will always remain in the good book of Biafra. I pity the evil ones. What Rollins did in Ghana is a shite play. I got peeled. This pain! Yesterday, when I was interviewed by a press, by some journalists, I'm not going to mention their name, before the hearing, they refer to some of the image always online, and I let them know these are image of Biafran's children that have been starved during the genocide war. If image like that don't break you, don't make you want to shed tears, who are you? And this image, this picture, you are seeing the image, the children you are saying are your family members, are Biafrans. Thank you from here. Please fund your freedom tomorrow. It's our fundraising, the exercise, what we have been doing for years to support our freedom. Kindly support. There's a lot cooking. There is a lot happening. You just heard from earlier. There's things we don't say on air, but Nigerian government, they are getting some intel about some things that they too don't want to say on air. They don't want to let Nigerians freak out. We are dealing with, and we are very close. Thank you from here. Thank you very much. We appreciate everyone. Please stand strong. Anything break your heart. Don't let your spirit be weakened. Our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they cannot force him to betray Biafra. What happened during the time of Owazurike is because all those that are shouting Owazurike, surrender. But in the name of our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we are even worsening, stronger, doing things. Why this useless court of Nigeria is there yesterday, doing this, their shenanigans. We are in Washington, D.C., dealing with them. Thank you all very much. What we are doing is what we release our two great leaders, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Mazi Simon from Finland. And for those of you that are thinking we forget about Mazi Simon from Finland, last week he actually do, as usual, ask about how Biafrans do. And at the same time, he believes what we are doing in Washington will secure his release. He believes in Washington. With due respect, everything we did is the respect we have for him. But Washington, D.C. have a big role to play. A lot will happen from Washington, D.C. Probably this coming year. We might be, if you're in Europe or any part of the world, just be preparing. You might be asked to come to Washington, D.C. for a showdown. Things will happen in Washington, D.C. Washington, D.C. lead. The rest of the world follow. Any country, whether it is Switzerland, where Mama is, if they want to lead, let them lead, let us follow. We need them step up. We never see no parliament from Switzerland talk about Biafra. It's not happening from there. It's not my fault. It's not your fault. It's no one's fault. It is just what it is. America, if you don't like it, go and hot transformer. No any other country in the world. Why what is happening yesterday happening? How many countries in the world that is proscribing Nigeria yesterday? How many countries in the world are lawmakers you see from their parliament talking about the sentencing or condemning it? But America today was condemning it in their own capital. What does that tell you? America is the center stage. Everything will be corrected. Both those that are parading themselves, they declare and come back up and down, declare. US will correct it. If you don't like it, go and jump inside lagoon. Thank you. Ndewo.
Thank you, PM. Thank you. And Biafran people, here is our flyer. The fundraising tomorrow. Looking at what one Nigeria have just done by displaying their stupidity, I think this our flyer will display our supreme leader forward so that you'll be seeing his face, because they have helped you to push his picture now to everywhere. So Biafran people, tomorrow please turn into the raising. And we are going to change this our flyer going forward. You will see the face of our supreme leader very big in this flyer. You can't stop independence by pronouncing death sentence to a supreme leader. You can't.
You know, these people, they are daring us. No one have Dangote, you and your people, that monopoly of violence. Don't have monopoly to just sentence whoever sentence, because he asked for freedom, because he asked for fair share, because he wants a good governance. Shame on you, shit, oh Nigeria. Dangote, all these people how they sleep. Shit, oh disgrace country. So celebrating Nigeria. Whoever celebrating Nigeria don't have no any other weapon than the weapon we have is to say, let Nigeria happen to you. Good, you are something will be dealing with. You don't even know what you will be dealing with. Let Nigeria happen to you, so you can enjoy Nigeria. One, you enjoy the terrorism of Nigeria. You will enjoy the bad governance of Nigeria. You will enjoy every package that comes with Nigeria. No good education, no good hospital, no good infrastructure, no sewage system, no electricity, corruption, bribery, kidnapping. Hey, in one, and with 22 terrorist groups, and more is coming up. Nigeria is the head office of terrorists. Thank you, Minister of Information.
Thank you, BM. So we have to draw the curtain. Thank you so much, BM, for taking out your time out of your tight schedule. And we salute all Biafrans. Please log in.
Please join the space tomorrow again. Tomorrow fundraising. Join the space. Our space will be a little bit longer with the experiment of today. A lot of Biafrans tuning in as well. Minister, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, please join this. And remember, because of the recent activity, a lot of if you have not subscribed, if you have not have an account of social, please kindly go create account through social, so that these heavyweight lawmakers, they also through social, just like Twitter. So please also have a true social account. Honorable Minister of Information, we're also going to be active on True Social.
I'm already there on Truth
A lot
Social.
of, yeah, and we'll be hosting space on there as well. A lot of dignitaries are there as well. Please, if you have not have account, a social account, kindly do that. It's very important. Or you might want to display it for those that are not familiar with it. If you can, please, that would be really helpful.
Yeah, let me display the Truth Social on. This is it, huh?
It's just like Twitter.
Twitter.
Yeah, but it's a lot of more high-profile dignitary there. Because what we are doing, we already now in politicking, so we have to make sure we get all the news and pass our news as well. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ABM. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you to all your friends, and see you all the fundraising tomorrow. Thank you so much. There will. Yeah, thank you, Biafrans. We really appreciate every one of you. Appreciate every one of you who was part and parcel of this very broadcast today. Please continue to support our freedom. Together we are going to get to our destination. So bye from here, and have a wonderful day as well.